Nicht mit meinem Geld. Spiel nicht. Ich stampfe mit den Füßen auf die Finger von dem Bastard. Der wollte von mir klauen, weil er selber keine Bars hat. Kurzes Treffen mit deinen Leuten und dann auf dem Parkplatz. Mit 20.000 Euro Lösegeld für deinen Arschbank. Und stampfen harte Player, Hater, mache Platz. Ey. Du kommst die Klappe, penetrate in deine Slot. Ey. Haben zu viel geballert und sie kleben es am Arsch. Gucken zu, wie sie sabbern, mitgenommen für eine Nacht. Ey. Strobopop, ich kann nix erkennen, ey. Tocke durch den Club und dance mit paar Mädels, ey. Treffe Vormax, turn up bis zur Endstufe. Gut verdoppeln Umsatz, pass auf, wenn die Gang shootet. Zeig mal, was du kannst und hast, ich filter den ganzen Körper sehen. Ich war so dreist, hab angefasst, denn ich konnte nicht mehr widerstehen. Auf und ab mit deinem Booty, guck wie die Köpfe sie verdienen. Ich zeige das Geld, was du verdienst und steck es in das Dekolleté. Ich bin krank mit der Gang, so wie immer. Treffe Chapo 102 im Hinterzimmer. Wir sippen, trippen uns komplett behindert, ey. Das war doch erst der Anfang, wird auf jeden Fall noch schlimmer. Meine Kuhn sagen, ey, 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 meine Kuhn sagen, ey. Gucken ploppen aus der Flasche, ja, wir saufen richtig ab. 3x6 der Teufel und der sitzt auf meinem Schulterblatt. Wir teilen uns die Beutel, macht die Hälfte Stunde Platz, die Blatt am Asphalt, Attitüde, tragen Trainingsanzug, Adidas. Zombies an des Controller und wir tanzen durch die Nacht. Viel zu viel Exzesse haben wir wieder mit das gut gemacht. Bin in Frankfurt eingeschlafen und in Dortmund aufgewacht. Connecte mich mit Babu Main, wir treffen uns am Borde. Ich liege
Rest in power, it's all about power. Squeeze two lemons together and really all you'll have is sour. Diesel, niggas will smoke your ass and half the juice. Riding around in an all black coupe, couple of pitches that's ready to shoot. Shit, ducking and bucking and dodging and dropping with 40 ounces and cigarette butts. Fucking around with the up echelon, it will turn you to cubes and I hope you be gone. Ebola overload, cranium overdose, then the cascade. What the fuck is the house? Click on your pap, bitches a rap. Sierra, my witness, I pray for a nap. Younger than the rest will return with the past. Kicking ignition, put on the gas. None of you niggas is acting that jazz. Go teeth in the Glock and the cycle the cash. Green gun, particles, turn you into molecules. Planet shrooms, I'll take you to my panic room.
Yeah. All these niggas stealing my style. Can I get my flow back? Yeah. Bob on that bitch like Kodak. Yeah. Bitch, you know that. Yeah. I push your shit all back. Told that bitch I got money, ayy. Counting them hundreds is nothing, ayy. Told that little bitch I got money, ayy. Told that little bitch it is nothing, ayy. Hit that bitch right from the back, she got turkey. I knock out that bitch like it's stuffing, yeah. Told that little bitch that I'm with it. Told that little bitch that I'm with it, ayy. What? 21 little boat, yeah. Just a curry, cut your throat, yeah. Kodak do the most, yeah. Told that little bitch I got all the money. I swear this shit is just nothing. I just be dancing right up on that bitch, yeah. Would you be stunting?
That one I gained on that boy, not my friend. I hang with my gang, this ain't gang to feel all of my pain. When I was struggling through the rain, when I had no guard with no ice, wasn't no food but rice. All of these bitches, they want me, but they get one night. Fuck them, I give a fuck what you saying. Bitch nigga, no, I ain't playing. I'm by my fatty, silent team, I'm we ready. Fuck up that nigga, if he talk out too heavy, I'm body. Chains on my neck, cost me 20. Look at your diamonds look like they fake. Young nigga in the Gucci stands. Fuck with me if you wanna die. Young nigga, I don't want no suit and ties. Fuck no. Lobo.
21.
Znači versa na ikom cypheru ikad 21 Savage.
I sent my bitch to the store cause we ran out of soda.
What?
Bitch, I'm trying to cook this Yola. 100 round drum on the bottom of that shit. Chop a nigga down like a fucking lawnmower. AK-47 around my motherfucking shoulder. Pull up in a Rover, then I put up on the fist. Put up on your bitch, she suck my dick and then you kiss her. Young savage bitch and I don't play around with them swishes. I just smoke them woods. Yeah. Bitch, I'm from the hood. Yeah. Zone 6, go to Crest Road, you can't go there. 21 gang, bitch.
21.
I'm in NYC, I think I got a fucking show there.
Yeah.
Hold up. Roll it on my wrist. Roll it on my bitch.
What?
30 on my waist.
What?
30 to your face.
Yeah.
60 to your face.
Yeah.
90 to your face.
Yeah.
That's a closed case.
Yeah.
You an old nigga. Man, you washed up. Young Savage, man, I got my car washed up. Put up on a motherfucking nigga rocked up. Yeah. Then I put up in a motherfucking Brinks truck. 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21.
Who the fuck picked this little sorry ass beat? I'm from the ugly corner, man, them little sour ass streets. Now, homie, I'm the one who let your starving ass eat. You was hungry, I ain't had to let your sorry ass eat. My cousin G1 got out for manslaughter last week. Gave my dog a $1.50, that nigga brought me back 3. I'm a nigga broad and get up all in them cheese tied. They dead flies.
Kaže što sam prepariran, brate. U što prepariran. Pogledaj što prepariran, brate. Vidi ovaj rad. Što prepariran, dečko. Pogledaj što prepariran, brate. Prepariran u fulu, brate. Pogledaj ovaj rad, jebe. U što prepariran je, što prepariran dečko, brat. U što ukočio, brat. Što se ukočio, dečko, prepariran u fulu, brat. Lele. Što prepariran čovječ.
Svraka. Okej. Po kraju šetamo kao gavrani. Okej, 1, 2, SKPPC. Po kraju šetamo kao gavrani, kao svrake. Kao ptičice letimo kao svrake. Nemoj da prilaziš jako smo opasni. Mala sraka će da te upropasti. Jedan čips, prsti su mi masni. Nismo bili klinci krasni. Na grani visimo kao u krasi. Sedim drkam na terasi. Mala me baš hoće kao da je vojska. Jesam masa, al u kiti nema dvojka. Jesam debo, al me mala zove skinny. Skinny sve sa mene i opasan ti si.
Okay. I don't know if you heard what I said, since this is an American bullshit thing, Formula Drift, which I thought it was gonna get way fucking better this year. It's still the same shit. It's the worst. Judging makes no fucking sense. And since this is an American thing, I'm gonna do it in English. So, the reason is because I'm trying to kind of reach to a wider audience. That's why the title. This is a new form, not a new form, but like a different type of stream. We have the ADHD stream, which I'm gonna do later because that's gonna be in creation. I'm gonna be playing CS:GO. But right now, I want to comment on this bullshit. I skimmed through it like, what was it? Last night, I think. The top 30. This is top 16. Sorry, I haven't watched top 16 yet. I watched the top 32, and what a crock. Load of crock of shit bullshit is. I haven't seen so many bad calls in a while, and being that I drove Creation Drift Challenge and Night Strike and like all these local races, I can tell you I've witnessed a lot of bad calls, but this is beyond retarded. So Formula Drift, what was it? Long Beach 2025 top 32. So
And Robbie,
I already watched it. I skimmed through it because I had no time to watch it. So let's see if somebody timestamped the battles. No, they did not. So right now we're gonna have to go through like
100 points. We structured it where it's going to make it much more competitive.
we structured it where always the same people are gonna win the battles, no matter how good or bad they drive. Great. Also, I'm gonna be covering entire Formula Drift and Drift Master season like this. Since I'm not driving, I have some extra time, maybe, and I really want to comment on what the fuck's happening. For the past 3 years, I've been watching Formula Drift, and I got disappointed almost every time. Like, okay, back like 3 years ago, I didn't really know the rules. I knew the rules, but I didn't see what the judges see. But now I've evolved to a certain degree where I actually see stuff, and judges seem to be completely oblivious to what is happening. So yeah, whatever. Blah 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 blah. So first battle, I think we got bullshit. We got bullshit on the first. Already in the first battle, there was some bullshit, but I don't remember. First of all, Dmitry Brutsky can fuck off. He can stop driving Formula D because this fucking guy left foot brakes. Left foot braking is not really a bad thing. It's a great thing. But if you're slowing yourself down, you can get the fuck out of competition drifting. Like, you actually get the fuck out of drifting in general. Point is, even though we are drifting and going sideways, we are trying to go as fast as possible. So please, like, get this guy the fuck out of. How the fuck does this guy? I don't even want to go. Like, he's maybe a nice guy. I'll never get to meet him. I don't really care. I'm gonna talk my shit. So we got Ryan Literal and James Dean. No, this was a. I remember last night watching this and being like, okay, that's a clean battle. Ain't this guy just fucking initiated twice in the chase? James Dean, pretty much fucking perfect. Beautiful. And now, yeah, so listen to the commentators. I mean, bro, you've got the front seat to the whole fucking thing. And like, if you don't know if there was contact, or if you're not sure, just shut the fuck up about it until you're 100% sure there was or was no contact. Stop trying to. Već sam objasnio, ovaj stream je poanta, ovaj stream za sebe. Znači, ovo je stream na engleskom, a bit će i dalje stream na hrvatskom. Zato se ove zove Let's Talk i tu uglavnom serem po američkom i generalno competition driftu i suđenju. Anyway, so basically, if you're a commentator and you're like, you're not sure if they stop trying to build this fake fucking hype thing where, like, oh, maybe they touched, maybe they didn't. What? There's no. What the? I don't know how to call it. Anyway, what happened was,
He is right
Literal.
there, tucked in. He knows.
Literal didn't back out in time. So he should have backed out like a frame earlier. Just a second.
He is right there, tucked in.
Okay,
He knows.
this is where he has to back out and start transitioning. However, he's on a shallower line, so that probably wouldn't work for him, and he would clip the front clip completely. Doesn't matter. He stopped the transition. He stopped the transition for he stopped James's transition, and that's what happened.
That 100-point run. That's
So yeah, clear as day. He's at fault.
A correction. Was there contact? We will run it back. That
Was there contact, bro? Honestly, if your commentators don't have a view to see if there was contact or no contact, like, fuck out of here. Like, Formula Drift is the second biggest fucking competition in the world, and you're not sure if there was it's clear as day. The trajectory of the car changed. Everything fucking changed, and
a straightening, a correction. He knows.
a straightening, a correction.
Talking about that 100-point run. That's what James. A straightening, a correction. Was there
Bro, shut up.
contact? We will run it back. That was very. Was there contact, Jacob?
Yeah, we're going to see it here in a second. But James Dean out front looking really good. This is what we talked about with
This is what we talked about fucking Canadians.
allowing for a really good chase to happen behind you. James Dean spends a lot of time with
This is
the car
pretty
at
sick.
angle, very, very stable. And this is the point we want to.
And also take notice how James Dean is dialed. He's he enters the corner at a certain amount of angle, and there's not a lot of steering wheel adjustments and shit like that. Like, he's dialed in.
Dean out
He
front.
dials it in.
Really good. This is what we talked about.
He did a bit of a wave here.
with
a bit,
allowing
but
for a really good chase
here,
to happen behind you.
pretty
James
much
Dean
perfect.
spends a lot of time with the car at angle,
Beautiful.
very, very
Like,
stable. And this
he
is the point
did
we
no
want to look for.
steering wheel correction.
It does look like Ryan Literal did in.
It doesn't look. It is. You just say it does look like Brian. No, bro. Like, you say, so Brian Literal hit him. That's it. It doesn't look that way. It is that way.
The transition of James Dean there, which really sucks because Literal was on it. He was in there. He was right inside, the pocket, as we call it, that kind of space behind the front wheel. That's where we want the driver to be. And look at Ryan Literal. Great dive there to get into the pocket for outside zone 3 and just holding it.
Got 100%. Yeah. So here we go.
Anyway, now we're about to see. We're about to see, look at the car in front.
Ryan Little's
Look
out
at the car in front. So, obviously, the reason why I think this is the battle I'm thinking about.
He was in that hot pocket, got a low burn. Here we go. They let it
Wait for the camera.
Ryan Little gets out.
Look at this shit. So, the reason why James Dean was so dialed is because he has a lot of grip. And we're talking a lot of grip. I don't care if it's tire grip or mechanical grip. It's grip. And there's a lot of it, obviously. So, the guy in front, the Brian Literal, who I don't really care about James Dean either, but fact is he's one of the best drivers in the world when it comes to drifting.
Got a low burn.
Look at this guy. As soon as you see the car doing this, I don't know if I can zoom in.
Disrupted James Dean. He was in that
I probably can. I don't care.
pocket. Got a low burn.
Look at this.
Here we
Let's slow it down for the retard.
go. They let it cool. Ryan Little.
The way the car the rear of the car moves, is fucking insane. It's so loose. You can see the car being so loose in the rear, and I don't know how people drive cars like these. Like, honestly, when he hits the wall, obviously, this is already. If you ask me, as soon as you hit the wall and your line is affected by you hitting the wall, I don't know, bro. Like, also you can see here, if you watch the rear left wheel, when the car squats, the alignment changes completely.
He disrupted James Dean. He was in that hot pocket.
Oh, whoa! You can see the wheels like toe in. Look at the left wheel again.
Here we go. Ryan
When he goes, but there still, as soon as he lets off the gas, the car opens the toe again, and he's just sliding all over the place.
out front, that contact disrupted James Dean.
Okay,
was
so
in that hot pocket.
as soon as he goes,
Here we go. They let it cool.
the toe closes.
Oh, he taps it.
So this is not a good run whatsoever. Like straight from the beginning, it's dog water. It's like fuck off.
In all the course, James Dean, unfortunately, he didn't get that second.
There's so little grip in this car in front. Like
Outside zone.
I don't know how is it possible to. It's a good thing that James Dean went like led first, because he destroyed his tires in the lead. So I don't know how else he would have. You have to ungrip your car. Like I
in the pocket. That's alternate position. Literal ghost word on that inside clip. Really good execution. What a way to start Formula Drift 2025 season. This is just a sweet morsel of what.
Really tough to be able to kind of keep up with those RTRs.
Does get out there, Madison.
So next up we've got
stay a majority of
Connor Shanahan, Derek Madison. This is not even
the day because before the sunset.
Let's just watch it because like
Shanahan in that Red Bull.
I don't know, a bit too long of a handbrake pull.
Shanahan in that Red
You can hear like the engines rev down.
Shanahan and D-Max.
Okay. Handbrake pull, handbrake pull, and now he's back in power. But whatever, beautiful line, bit of a waiver, doesn't matter. If you ask me, this he should have went for that transition earlier, so his rear tires would already be like going. His rear tires would be like here, so he would start going to closing the proximity with the wall earlier, but whatever. Like he's pretty late into the zone. There's not, but whatever. He's on the wall, so who cares? This is amazing. Maybe, nah. This is pretty much perfect.
Needs to be the Irish pilot and navigating it properly. Derek Madison having a little bit of trouble there. He grips up and shoots it on the inside. He had to relearn, get comfort. Did correct pretty good.
Okay, whatever.
It looked like just $1,000 parts.
Pretty much a picture perfect run from Connor, and now we got like Derek Madison in the lead, and I'm pretty sure this car is super loose in the rear as well, because it's an S chassis.
Derek Madison would call it
but he's got to run his own game. Run the 100.
Actually looks a bit more gripped up than the S4. Was it an S14?
Just get out there.
But this is just, yeah.
But he's got to run his own game. Run the 100.
Dog water completely.
He does get out there.
Like, what is this? Whatever. I mean, we all know who gets the win here. It's as obvious.
Now navigating for the bridge, comes up, got to run his own game. Run the 100-point line. It's lurking in the shadow.
Whatever. So obviously, this is a win for Connor Shanahan.
Hold 3 for a long time. It sets you up really well for that touch and go. If you cut it a bit short, you're going to be like.
And now we got Trenton Beecham and Rome Charpentier, who needs to stop driving this piece of shit 1 Series. The car looks so poor compared to the other cars on the grid. It's just so sad to watch it. It's just so narrow and so it's. I mean,
Rome, and he'll do anything he can to make sure that everyone can.
I cannot take him seriously. For real.
You know, obviously, series, drive my car.
Yeah, a little town bike there. So Connor obviously out front. He assaults that front bumper, and ideally the car is running up to snuff. That ESR, BMW gets.
Oh, this car, this E46 is so ungripped. This is so slidey. This is so loose. This is so shitty. I mean, all this power and look at it. Look at it. First of all,
Trying to fight the car for the sequence style now. Here we go.
fell asleep on the e-brake, whatever. Okay, most of them do. But
For an ideal, the car is running up to snuff. That ESR, BMW gets all the
he's
way
just
out there.
spinning.
Look at that car. Oh, RCP shuts it down. That
the
was,
handbrake pull
again,
makes
man,
absolutely no.
wow.
So this is.
That was.
I'm pretty sure that Rome Charpentier lost here, and this is one of the, like, he shouldn't have lost.
All the way out there. Look
So
RCP
look at this
shuts it down.
handbrake pull.
That
Why?
was, again, Rome, oh man,
He's just.
that was what I was
I mean,
just
obviously it's a 0 for Rome Charpentier, because
talking
like,
about.
come
Fight
on.
this one series.
Yeah.
The car is just gripping up. It's not tank slapping. It is just gripping.
Bro, like, also, like, the commentators, I'm watching this, and I'm like, yeah, obviously he has a mechanical issue, like, his boost pipe blew, or, I don't know, some coupler fell off. There's obviously no power in the car. Turns out, really, the intercooler, I think, cracked. So,
almost reinitiation. He doesn't.
they're, like, Rome Charpentier right here, like, 0 for the chase.
It's not
However,
like he zeroed out or incompleted, but
yeah,
the car
it
did
is. It
mention-
is. It's
might still be going
incompleted.
sideways
Stop talking
incomplete,
shit.
So, but
Tell Ben to put away
Whatever. They're talking to the pretty boy.
his car. And
No,
we can
oh
see
my God.
him, that sponsor, Dmitry Brutsky, he was thrashing on his car. And fortunately, he's got that sponsor there, his title sponsor. It is a collision center, so it's great to see him being supported by.
I'm barely watching this, like.
Check out refund code with Dimitri, his first name. There we go. Dylan used the dozer. He's going to be trying to plow his way into the 16, and Dimitri looks like.
Okay, the judges actually
So
did right by.
They're thrashing
by
together. Was it a line?
like,
Is it straight?
this
Is it good? Where is it at? Was there
Brutsky
contact there?
moron,
We'll run
he
it
just
back
came
and take
in
a
way
look
too hot.
before it starts.
a lot of pace and overshot.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Dylan looks good.
So either he sandbags or he fucking crashes into you.
So what the judge is going to be looking at.
Yeah, definitely his
pushing
fault.
the car forward.
100% his
3,
fault.
2, 1, and then he is on throttle. So it does.
The win goes to Dylan.
Car right. All that.
For this
Thank do what I love.
and
Do what I
congratulations
love.
on your recent engagement.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We're gonna see him the last.
Get him right
Fucking funny ass guy. Oh my god.
From Wash.
race. I mean, yeah, it's horsepower in a bottle. Man. Getting no boost, so they just
So-
said they're going to crank her up.
Trenton issues in the chase position.
So right now we've got the Rome Charpentier leading.
Beecham wasn't
And
the
in
cleanest.
my opinion, RCP had a way fucking better lead than. Who the
RCP called that comp timeout. He had issues
Beecham.
in the chase position. Beecham wasn't the cleanest.
Yeah, it was terrible. He was wavery. He was
I
catastrophically
feel like
bad.
this is
So right now RCP is on just nitrous, so pure engine and nitrous, which is pretty impressive because he did a great job, and the run was actually pretty decent.
Aerosmith needs to play right now in the planet, you know, like Armageddon. Here we go, the garage stick BMW. Okay, all night.
He's a bit far away from the wall, sure.
Look at RCP.
Here as well, he could have been closer.
Going for it. Hey, we don't need no stinking intercooler.
This
He
is
throws
fine.
it down. Trent Beecham, he's waiting in the wings. A correction there from Beecham. He straightens out. Beecham straightens out. He brings it around that final clip. But again, lead versus lead, chase versus chase. Literally, you can see it.
So
Transition.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, Rome looks really good.
Beecham
There's a couple of
fucking
clutch kicks
straightened out
that he had to do to get
once
in there, but right
here,
in the
then he tried to reinitiate the drift,
transition.
and then he straightened out again. So this is definitely a 0. So we're doing lead for lead, chase for chase. Chase, they both got 0. And for some fucking reason, Beecham gets the win.
Beecham just loses
And
it.
we're gonna
because he
look at
essentially
it
shuts
side
down,
by side.
So
So
I think what they're gonna look at right now is gonna be whatever they made.
So Beecham
the lead at
wavers
that
like
point,
crazy.
'cause that's what we got left. So
Spins it like
it's gonna be whatever they made of the lead.
wavers like crazy. Spins tires uncontrollably for no reason. Zero grip. Nothing's happening.
At that point, 'cause
RCB
that's what we got.
is pretty like consistent with the angle, consistent with the speed. Not much wavering. Not much nothing, and also like he's got no turbo, so he's got no boost, so he's just using nitrous and sending it. So lead for lead, they're both zero.
Left, so
But for the life of me, I don't understand how the fuck did they deem Beecham as... How did he have a better lead? He didn't.
both leads at this point look pretty comparable. Both leads
They're not comparable. They're not even. They're not even comparable. So
left right now is going to be whatever
RCB
they made
went
of the lead
into
at that
it.
point.
Here,
'Cause that's what we got left.
this
so
guy fucking wavered like crazy.
both
Way
leads
better transition from RCP.
at this point look pretty comparable.
Fucking Beecham had a handbrake pull which was not supposed to be there.
I'm just trying to look for any of those differences. I mean, I would almost say Rome
Again, wavering
trying to look for any of
from
those
wavering by Beecham in the last like the inner clip.
differences. I
Like,
mean,
whoa,
I
whoa,
would almost
whoa.
say Rome's touch and go looked a little bit better. Outside of that,
Everything
things
looked
to
a
be
bit
calm and it seems to be mechanical.
way better, way more consistent. Maybe not as close to the walls as Beecham was, but generally speaking, just a way better, way more of a chaseable line, in my opinion.
Faults.
Whatever,
All
that's just
left to
me.
talk about is gonna be
And
Spotter
who
Joe's
fucking
faults.
Beecham gets the win,
Moving on. I would love
which
to talk
makes
to
no
Steve all night.
sense. So this is
Completing a little bit. Pretty
first.
mainly just coming in at turn 9.
Dylan Hughes, they had some contact.
So
who was
these
at
guys
fault on that
obviously.
first run with Dylan Hughes up front. But here goes Dmitry Brutsky, and that BMW who gets tied to the wall. Look at this. Looks like he's got a little bit of time. He called, I believe he called.
So obviously Brutsky's lead is dog shit.
Dylan Hughes taking a shallower line, but this might be strategy-wise. It's not necessarily an inactive chase, but I think that
Not necessarily inactive. Do you know what an inactive chase is, bro? It's like 6 cars behind. At no point was he 6 cars behind. At no point did he cut track to a degree where it would be questionable if it's a active or inactive chase, bro. Like, you're just talking shit, trying to make the stream interesting, but what you're also doing is like making it super annoying and super cringy for the people who actually know what the fuck you're talking about. So I think the commentators should shut the fuck up most of the time, or just, I don't know, be like Dave Egan and get hyped about everything, because here you're not hyped, you're just talking nonsense, just punching a wall with your dick.
time. He called, I believe
So
he called
this is
timeout.
dog shit, completely
Hughes
dog shit.
Taking a shallower line, but this might be strategy-wise.
Yeah, of course it's strategy. The guy fucking ran into him in the first run, and in this run he's wavering all over the fucking place. How are you supposed to trust a driver like Dmitry Brutsky? You're not. So you just do your best not to get killed by the retard.
It's not necessarily an inactive chase, but I think this is a smart way to play it, given that, you know, I'm
Not
judges.
necessarily inactive. What the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about, bro?
I love this dialogue.
Okay, yeah, Dylan Hughes, obviously.
Robbie will be splitting time with Vernon.
This is
We'll see
also
him.
like nothing to
It's
see
looking a really
here.
good battle.
Hiram,
Austin,
you know
pretty much there's nothing to lose. Hero,
I mean,
he's got, you know, rookie of the year last year, and look at that, goes right out there. You see that wing just get flexed a little bit, but Austin not.
pretty good.
He is
Like,
right there. Hero, wall to wall.
actually super sick.
15 years old. This is a kid of the past, the present.
honestly, bro, little kid points. I don't. We shouldn't give little kid points. Oh, he's 14. Oh, this guy's 15. Listen. So obviously, if you're in a 1,000 horsepower drift car, it doesn't matter how old you are. Obviously, you're and you're competing at top level, so you're obviously you should know what the fuck you're doing. So getting hyped about how old he is doesn't really, I don't care. He's obviously capable of high level driving, so
Future, baby.
just shut up
We do see
about
the
how
left
old
foot
he
break
is.
there to get him out to the outside zone. It's good. As really Manoa.
So
He's
the
just
lead
continuing
was,
some run. That direction to get us a little nerve.
it was a great lead. I don't remember this Austin Mata. I don't remember his lead at all, but I can see the S chassis.
Let's see what this weapon brings here to this against this 15-year-old Njuku.
I can imagine. Yeah, the lack of grip is insane. He's just sliding around. He's not really.
Comes up a little bit short here. He's going to dig deep. Whoa! Look at that correction. You saw Austin and Hero did just the same. Now coming to that tight clip.
Yeah, this is clear as day. Way better lead, way better chase, much less wavering by Hero Manoa.
Yeah, so thing Manoa doesn't really bring in that proximity. And then as they transition out,
yeah, way better. Just it's not even.
Go down to Lorette with the dozer. He's moving on to 16.
Well, as you just saw, Dimitri came over.
Again here, but Chris the Force Forsberg, that knock.
Oh yeah, they had a run while they were having an interview, so
he bought me pretty good.
Like Chris Forsberg, Chris Break Check Forsberg, Chris Crime Your River Forsberg, Chris fucking just this guy is so annoying to me. Obviously he's gonna win, but like also who drives a Mark IV Supra, who drifts a Mark IV Supra? It's such a bad platform, but anyway, Chris Forsberg and a Z Proto, the car in front.
I lost my power steering, so like there's no possible way to do this track without power steering. So
so many corrections on the steering wheel, but whatever.
But it was just one of those things. I was like,
Guy
I didn't want
behind
to
him
stop
is
at all,
dog
but I was
shit,
like,
so it
I'm
doesn't
gonna crash
really
this boat. So hats off to Brewski. He's a good dude, and yeah, just stoked to be moving on though.
Dylan, thanks.
Chris Forsberg, Dylan, Dan Burkett. Thank you. Really excited.
These are the two guys I'm least hyped about. Like I really don't give a fuck about these guys. Oh my god, okay.
Top 16.
And here we go, Dan Burkett gets all the way out to that wall. Chris the Force Forsberg.
The laziest transition ever. So he hits the wall. Obviously, this messes with his line.
And we'll see him do battle against Dylan Hughes in top 16.
Actually, it was a good line, but a bit too early to touch the wall. If he would have touched the wall maybe like 20 meters later, it would be better. Like it would be this way. Too early. Lazy ass transition.
Chris the Force Forsberg in that chase position. Rad Dan is getting Rad out front of the Mark IV Supra, but I have to consider he does have to make up some ground or some points here.
I mean, this is one more time if you ask me.
You know, we had some great interviews there, but take a look on the left. Forsberg out front. You see him get to that outside zone transition. Dan is back there quite a bit.
Yeah, Dan is back there quite a bit, but then Burkett was way closer here.
There, but take a look on the left. Forsberg out front. You see
and
him.
with a mimicking angle and the line, since they asked for angle mimicking and line mimicking and not proximity. So, in my opinion, Burkett did a better job.
Back there quite a bit.
And here he.
By comparison to Chris in the chase, into that third outside zone. You see Chris. You talk about
pretty
composure.
even.
You know, you can see
when you count in all of the mistakes and everything, pretty even run. So this is one more.
And there it is.
And for whatever reason, Chris Forsberg advanced. So this should have been a one more time, 100%. Like,
but bro,
whatever.
Chris moves on to the top 16.
All right. Well, all joking aside.
Okay. Adam LZ. Tommy Lemon.
But he is focused on FP and the Stripped HQ BMW. He's out front. Let's see what he does against TMO Tommy Lemaire.
So this is a grip top car. You can see how much grip Adam LZ has compared to like most of the other guys except for like RTR.
Woo, look at that! Great transition under the bridge. Adam LZ. Oh,
he shallows out. He shallows.
But very aggressive.
Not a bit, but
And TLO in the garage is the
So this is where he lost most of the the points.
With Adam.
Look, you got it becomes
because there was a one more time, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's
but
going
generally.
for it. So, all right, so garagistic BMW. Somebody mentioned D beating. I don't know. I didn't see it, but here we go. So Tommy Lemaire all the way outside zone 3. He slams that back. Rear quarter. Adam Oz keeps pace. He's got the Neft vodka on the roof, the heat wave flowing. He bangs door. He says, all right, cool. You give it to me, I'm going to give it to you, like a mosh pit here.
Again, if you count on all of the mistakes, this is a one more time. And it was a one more time, I'm pretty sure.
Best out of a chat.
And here we go. Yeah. One more. Minimize one more. You know what?
Energy is high, of course. It's Long Beach. It's the start of 2025. Chris is ready to.
Really, you know, and later on, new edition. Thank you for their support. A little twitch of the wheel in that last inside clip. Stu.
We got Jeff Jones and Dan Stuckey. So I hate Dan Stuckey, and Jeff Jones just has a really cool name. So obviously I'm all for Jeff Jones.
Any issues?
Dan Stuckey
like I said
can go suck a dick.
He won it by being consistently good all the way through and not making any major mistakes. And you know, now it's time to step up and really
driving
push the
style.
pressure on Jeff Jones.
Can keep it moving? Here we go. That Evil Auto Works Nissan 370Z. He's got the V8 under the hood.
But again, Jeff Jones just spinning the toe, just
but he does find that second outside zone.
basically doing a burnout, picks up speed after outside zone 3.
Inside clip, Stuckey dives in. So it looks like, as far as a dance, you know,
this is the most anticlimactic battle ever.
Back in the spot.
Jet, great to have him back. Here we go. Daniel Stuckey, M-Spec, S-Chassis, Jeff Jones in the chase.
Jesus Christ, Stuckey is so slow.
Right there. Jeff Jones comes up short again.
This line was dog shit. This transition, dog shit, bro. Dog water. Look at this shit.
That M-Spec performance, S-Chassis. This is back to where he was last night.
But Jeff Jones just straightened
energy
out
just come down a little bit. Medium drift energy. He runs over that inside club.
I don't know. I don't know.
Second, at the point of.
Can you see side by side?
Jeff
No.
Jones. That's just saying. Some days it feels like that.
Here we go. Jeff Jones, Daniel Stuckey. Slide him left for Jones. One for Stuckey.
Yeah, I don't know. One more time would have been more like it. But.
Also very.
So one more time between Adam Oz and Tommy Lemaire.
And TLO, Tommy Lemaire. A lot of letters, but what it equates to is OM.
So,
and TLO, Tommy Lemaire.
Great initiation by Adam Oz.
A lot of letters.
And this frog guy, Tommy Lemaire, fucking French guy. The waiver for no reason, like you're chasing, bro. You're not supposed to wave at all.
The poise.
And you can trust Adam Oz, I'm pretty sure. This was a. So this run by Adam Oz is probably one of the best runs of the day.
BMW on the BC Racing suspension dials it in on that last outside
and
zone 3.
Now he hits.
He sheds that back wing. He says, all right, you cut weight. I'm going to cut weight too. Wow.
Here is
yeah, just
Irod. Talk about Tommy.
So Adam's line here is really good. Just barely touches that the rumble strip through our initiation point. Does a really good job through all of the zones.
Was a tight run.
I like how long he's able to hold the car out there. Now
the
other thing is his transition was just like, I mean,
mess with his line that
too late, and does catch that bumper pretty hard on the touch. One more.
Really
so let's see the next one.
We'll see what he does this season. He wasn't going to do all season. Built a new car. Amazing. So here we go. Tommy Lemaire, the garagistic BMW, but again, backup car too.
Tommy Lemaire doing a
BMW.
bit less of the. He's not angled up as much as Adam Oz was.
But again, back.
Kind of shallow, but not too shallow, but also did not give really an opportunity to Adam Oz to dive. Also, this transition by Adam Oz is pretty good. Like, it's actually really good.
To his Corvette, and Tommy looks really good. I got to think Adam Oz, look at him. Oh, he put it right back to the wall.
This is so good.
Adam Oz is... You know, once you back off and kind of give it 90%.
This last turn is such a gray zone. So the last turn and Long Beach, it's such a gray zone. If you ask me, like.
The mistakes are made.
But whatever.
Yeah.
So if you ask me, Aaron,
more angle, using that really good third
gets the
outside
win
zone,
here,
it's
which I'm pretty sure happened.
I mean, it does look like it
Fucking,
kinda seemed the way
it's
the
clear as
good
day.
chase.
Yeah.
Duo. It ends where it's a bit of breeze. Back, Daigo Saito, former champ. The Ninja is in the building.
Nothing to watch here. His car exploded,
He is
so
focused. He's dialed. Here comes Odie
head
Fox.
gasket
Run that
blew,
wheel suspension.
and we all know Odie is one of the best drivers on the grid. At the same time, what the fuck is this by Odie? They're just so slidey. Look, it's like, it looks like they're driving on ice. You're not gonna see this at Drift Masters. No, there ain't no way. But whatever, like, Daigo's car died.
This
Head
is his year
gasket
to strike
exploded.
gold, pressure, diamonds, whatever you want to use. Carbon fiber, the carbon. All right, moving on to our next
Candy
battle.
Daddy.
What do you got?
Jonathan Hurst, Jonathan Castro. I mean,
So-
both drivers looking really, really good in practice. Castro.
Not sure how
debuted a new
Castro
engine
got the
package,
win here.
New turbo setup.
Maybe I missed
Jonathan's
something
program's
yesterday
ever
when
been.
I was
He's got
skimming
one
through it.
Well,
But
he's going against Mr. Cool, the pride of Paducah.
I mean,
Mr.
this-
Jonathan Hurst, Cash Racing,
Hurst-
comes into view. Castro, he's sucked
Okay,
in right
now
there.
I
So
get how he
Cash
got
comes
the
up
win.
mid-shore, excuse me, Hurst. I was going to call him Cash
But
Racing.
Hurst,
Look at
like,
this.
Hurst's
Castro. Good
initiation was
proximity,
dog
not
shit as
mimicking the
well.
angle. But look at this, the aggressive nature that Castro has.
Yeah,
I talked to him,
okay.
The whole time speed that we're seeing.
Your fellow on the view of your fellow Formula Drift fans. Thank you. Here we go. Jonathan Castro out front. The Metal
Okay,
Dom,
but Castro
Formula
also
Drift
had a
fans. Thank you.
dog shit
Here we
entry,
go.
so
Jonathan Castro
whatever.
out front. The Metal Dom Toyota GR86 comes into view. Boom, he works it all the way out there. Jonathan Hurst had to back off.
Yeah, but he
86
was.
comes into view. Boom,
This-
he works it all the way out there. Jonathan Hurst had
This is a one more time. If
to back off
everything
a little bit.
continues
In that Cadillac,
as it should,
Hurst comes up now.
yeah,
Castro
maybe
comes up
maybe
short.
even
And Hurst, that allows him to get right there.
maybe even
Cap up a
I,
little
I, would-
bit.
I would go
Six
for Hurst
comes into view.
because
Boom,
this is the only zone that Castro actually did well.
he works it all the way out there.
This zone was dog shit.
Hurst had to back off a little bit. In
This
that
is-
Cadillac. Hurst comes up now. Excuse me. Castro comes up short on.
They were
Here
both
out there,
equally
but you can see,
bad,
look
so
at that.
I would call one more time or
Long
give it
break
to
pull, but is able
Caddy
to get into the
Daddy.
first outside zone. You can see just how
Hurst.
aggressive Hurst, second or third outside zone, and so but Hurst.
And there it
But
is.
for whatever
Hurst
reason,
and
Castro
right
won.
unanimously for Dominicans minus Jonathan Castro.
Nikad.
What
Ima već pjesmu s Buntajem.
happens?
Hire and have your view.
Good form. It was through on outside zone 3.
Oh, this Sylvia.
The KV43 for KV.
So, two of the biggest douchebags. I mean, Rudy Hansen might not be a douchebag, but he certainly fucking looks the part. And Matt Field, well, I can't stand looking at this guy even. Anyway, Matt Field, Rudy Hansen should just retire. Stop drifting. I mean, stop drifting professionally. Trying to drift. Like, I hate how a lot of these people are just there because they got money. Melatonin 2. Just like, just give the opportunity to someone else to go, like, to Pro 1 or Pro Spec, whatever the fuck you call it. What is Rudy Hansen doing here?
Chassis.
And
Love
I'm not saying
Ford
that for no
Pans, they
reason.
just
Like,
celebrating
look
the
at this
entire
dog shit
weekend. Here we go.
driving.
Matt, the beast of the Bayfield.
What the
4-3
fuck
day
was
the other day. We're
this?
celebrating
So, okay, he was...
tired of the week.
Why did he go feint entry for the chase?
Here we go.
He should have went straight fucking handbrake pull because he was too late, because he's too old, and his reflexes are not as good as they used to be. So, this is already dog shit.
The beast of the Bayfield.
And then
He
this
initiates in that first
hiccuping
outside zone.
with it.
Boom goes the dynamite. Rudy Hansen
Look at
shorts
Hans's
up a
car.
little bit, doesn't get to that first outside
Looks like
zone.
it's floating.
Matfield
Looks like it's an ice and floating.
Doesn't get all the way to outside zone 3, but look at the smoothness Matt Field has. Rudy
Fuck.
Hansen chops it up. He takes out that
He can
inside clip.
chop that car
So,
up and fucking
again,
wrap it
little bit
around
of an arm
himself
wrestling
and
match
fuck
here.
off.
Coming out of that, and even into outside zone. And Rudy,
So
not
shit.
don't want to go
Just
that,
give the opportunity.
Matt
Some
is
give your
able to
car
wrangle
to
it
your
in,
kid
although
or
we're
something.
trying
Let
to
him
find-
drive.
This is what Sass as Matt Gomes'
Fucking
win
Rudy
is
Hansen.
himself. Physical, like you just see him.
You're like a
seems
million
like
years
that
old.
journey when that he's he's got to him as well, but
or the careers drift is just a little.
Just shut up.
Fireball, here we go.
Ready
She's a
for her.
designer, she's a livery guy. She's a spitball, man. Or
Oh, man.
she's a fireball. Here we go. And here we go with Rudy Hansen out front. Matt Field. Look at that. Rudy, he is blazing a trail.
This
there.
is
He's
really
on
hard to
the
watch
bridge. Good
because
execution. You see him blazing a trail there
Like-
out front. Matt Field.
what is this? This is you couldn't even qualify at Creation Drift Challenge with this type of line. I'm lying because of some people did, but this.
Look at that. So Rudy, he is blazing a
This
trail
is
there.
terrible.
He's on transition up the
This is
bridge.
okay.
Good execution. You see Matt Field don't really, it looks like he's scrappy, man. He is.
I mean, problem is also these guys can drive all year around. Like they constantly have trainings and they have tracks and everything, and then they come to a competition. They come to a competition and for a competition day and they just all suck all of a sudden, which just doesn't make sense. Because when I used to skateboard, like all the time, when I would go film something and skate street, I would still know how to skate. I wouldn't all of a sudden become retarded and not, like, it's so weird to me that somebody, like, there's something wrong with these people.
He is really trying
There's
to.
one guy whose livery, it's not really a livery, it just says army or some shit, who I was like, holy fuck, this guy's wild. Like, I think it's an E46, and premalo gripa svugdje. I think it was an E46, and that guy just fucking surprised the shit out of me.
His driving career throughout the corners. Let Rudy follow his second one. He almost to do, and then is able to strike at that point. Let him. To me, that's
Falling for him, but the judge.
Also, I don't care. I'm gonna stream in English because I like trying new stuff, and streams are always online, and I don't have to edit shit, so I just leave it here. And if it picks up views, it's fine. If it doesn't, I don't care. So that's why I'm covering the topic that is kind of actual, like, whatever.
Verdict is
So yeah, it's clear as day. Fucking douchebag versus douchebag. This guy gets the win. Whatever.
and at the time with putting the making with the chassis, making those
So
developments, they had that.
here you've got the prototype of a. I hate this kid so much. This Brandon Sorensen, Air Force, fucking patriotic bullshit. Again, we've got a kid who's full of money, and his family, like his younger brother, just started drifting, and his sister drifts, and he drifts, and they've all got a bunch of money, and then we've got like Andy Hately, who's a really cool guy and builds everything himself, and pretty sure he has a YouTube channel, but he's pretty popular on Instagram, and he's a really cool guy, but he's like a embodiment of, like, you can't do it all on your own and by yourself. It's literally impossible, and he's like struggling with, I don't know why he wanted to go to like Pro 1 or whatever, because he's obviously struggling with finances and doing all this. I don't know, I hope it works out for him, but it's just like, if I had a choice between doing grassroots in Croatia or super competition drift in Croatia, obviously I would choose grassroots because it's more of like my scene and my type of thing. And here is just like we've got a guy who for some reason wanted to go Pro 1, and Like, he works on his car by himself. He does the setups himself, and he's the proof that it's impossible to be successful at driving if you're doing everything on your own. It's really, 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 well, not impossible, but super hard.
Overheating issue the other.
I think you burn out and lose will to drift and to compete before you get a chance to succeed, and it's just not worth it. But yeah, pretty cool car, even though I don't like E46s, but whatever. Not wide enough, if you ask
here
me.
we go. That is Brandon Sorensen out front.
Also, if he crashes his car, he's fucked. Because he probably put his life savings into the car, and then you got Brandon Sorensen, who's just this fucking rich brat kid, like, probably in a fraternity if he's in college. I really dislike this kid a lot.
United States Air Force BMW. It's all about.
I've also seen some interview. I don't know who did it. Like, was it Lone Star? Was it Aaron or Chelsea Denova? I think it was Chelsea Denova. He did the interview. He did an interview, and he interviewed this Brandon Sorensen kid, and the kid had no idea. Like, I think it was like, where's drifting going, and questions like that. And it's like the most generic answer is like showing that he has no idea what drifting is, and that he doesn't understand it as a culture, but like just as a sport, and just this jocks. I hate jocks. Fucking hate jocks. So I don't think that drifting needs jocks. That's just my opinion.
Andy Haley takes the shallow line. That Evil AutoWorks BMW. He did.
All in all, like, Envy.
I
follow this guy on Instagram, and like,
with Brandon Sorensen being preceded coming into the season.
Pretty good.
Sorensen,
A lot of corrections on the steering wheel, but whatever. He's a pretty good driver.
Young buck. And guess what? There's another Sorensen that's joining us. Cam.
How many
his younger
fucking
brother,
Sorensens
their
do we
younger brother, Amanda Sorensen. Being picked up by Rockstar and their younger brother in Pro Spec as well.
Yeah, really like how nice and fluid. I didn't know that there was an outside zone on that wall.
Oh my God,
really guys, and they're gonna see every single guy.
We're Royal Boy,
and
Wizard.
Yeah, you could just see the hesitation in Andy's driving, which is unfortunate because yeah, he's already wavering. Yeah, not good. Not good.
The staff on Brandon Sorensen.
I have the same problem. Like, I spend weeks, like hours, days, weeks, months prepping my car, and then I go to a competition, and I'm super conservative while I'm driving in a competition, and then after the competition is done, if we have a session or something, I completely destroy my car, which is actually counterintuitive, and it's super stupid of me. I should be destroying my car during the competition, not on a day of like having fun and training. So I will never understand why people do that and why I do that, but like obviously he should have just went like all in. But I also understand, just I have the same problem. Like, if I crash my car during the competition, it's done. Once the competition is done, if I crash my car during the training, I can put it on the trailer, get it home, and fix it. So maybe that's this blockade we got in our heads.
But Brandon Sorensen,
anyway, it's not. It's not worth it. It's counterproductive.
Brings it in.
So yeah, Sorensen gets the win here. Obviously.
Good time. Third to be Formula Drift compared to the rest of the world.
Okay, so
drifting sanction bodies. Freddie.
Friedrich Asbo is one of the most boring drivers to watch. However, the guy he's driving against here is fucking insane. And I hope I don't know, long live him, even though he's also this patriotic. I know nothing about the guy except like him having U.S. Army or some shit on the side of his car, which is super cringy. Get a personality and a character. Like, But whatever.
I think you
like,
can hear what
all
comes
that,
of this year.
all that aside, driving itself is fucking insane.
You know, a testimonial. You know, Formula Drift.
Connor
Pro
O'Sullivan.
last year, he's going against Connor O'Sullivan. Welcome to Formula
This
Drift
guy.
Pro O'Sullivan.
Look at the car. Just look at the fucking car. No bumper, no rear bumper, no fucking nothing. Just pure violence. And the way the car looks, that's the way this guy drives, which is insane.
Against Connor O'Sullivan. Welcome to Formula Drift Pro O'Sullivan with that United States Army BMW, the Rockstar
Look
Energy
at
Drink
this
Toyota
shit.
Supra. Woo, just a little smooch in the touche right there on the wall. in that
Super
third
aggressive.
outside
Like
zone. Look at
he might
O'Sullivan.
not be the most
He knows
consistent.
who he's going against. This is
And oh yeah, this is the controversial part. So definitely, if you ask me, this was bullshit. So
Contact
fuck
was
Frederick
made.
Cosmo.
So,
Actually, fuck
I'll
Formula
tell you,
Drift.
the wide arches, that thick rear end of that Toyota.
If you ask me,
in this case,
Frederick
this
Cosmo.
is his pro spec car. He's down to only 700
Frederick Cosmo.
horsepower right
So this guy's doing it with 700 horsepower and equally as much grip as everybody else. So it's really impressive.
now. So
And
got
he's
an
super
uphill
fast.
battle, but
This is
you know that Frederick Cosmo's
crazy.
going to run an absolutely incredible.
So my problem
lead
with
line.
this
That's what we
is
see here.
this is for some.
Osmo
Let's watch it
Cosmo's
unfold.
going to run an absolutely incredible lead line, and that's what we see here.
So Osmo,
Frederick Cosmo's going to run
right here.
an absolutely incredible lead line.
Okay,
And that's what we
he's.
see here.
So
Osmo
this is
Frederick
all
Cosmo's gonna
handbrake.
run an absolutely
So
incredible
now handbrake, handbrake,
line, and
handbrake,
that's what we
handbrake,
see
handbrake,
here.
and
Osmo-
now he goes full throttle, which is complete bullshit. And if you ask me, he was off the throttle for way too long. He slowed down. So this is the problem. Like braking is not a problem. E-braking is not a problem. Nothing is a problem as long as you keep the speed up and you keep the momentum. But in this case, if you ask me, Osmo slowed down way too
He's going
fucking
to run
much.
an absolutely
So
incredible lead
this,
line, and that's
you
what we
can literally
here.
see him
Osmo-
slowing down on camera, which is, by the way, not so easy to see usually while it's on camera. The camera can fucking cheat its way out of anything. So if you ask me,
Run an absolutely incredible
so I was
lead line.
100%, while I was watching this yesterday, when I was skimming through it, I was 100% sure that Osmo was at fault for this.
And that's what we see here. Osmo,
Yeah.
where I think the judges might start to look at this is, should he have been back on throttle through that point? We'll get to that in a little bit, but
He should have.
Freddie out front looking absolutely dialed. I would have liked to see him slightly deeper in second outside zone, but that's pretty much my only point there. We
Yeah.
could have a conversation about Shum, but
So-
that's pretty much my only
And it's
dial.
not like-
I would have liked to see
it's not like-
an absolutely incredible lead line, and that's what we see here.
The dude behind didn't slow down. He
know
did.
that Frederick Osmo's going to run
But this,
an absolutely
but
incredible
Osmo
lead
was
line, and that's
so
what we see
slow that he
here.
just fucked
Osmo
with
going
his
to see
line
some
and
work through the tweet. Neat
so
power.
absolute
Rep
dog
ethic.
shit
What a great collaborator.
Air Force
of a
is
lead.
our military active.
So I'm definitely,
And, you know,
I was like, okay,
as well
Sullivan's
as,
got this.
those
If
that are
he
getting
lays
sworn
down a
in.
good lead,
So, all right, thank you so much
look at
all
this
the,
car.
active military.
What a piece
Here
of
we
shit.
go,
I
United States
love it.
Army, BMW.
Okay, a
That
bit of a waiver,
O'Sullivan goes
but
in,
like,
and
whoa.
he gets out there now. Frederick Osmo,
Whoa.
he comes up short, but he comes
Way
back.
better
Look
in
at
lead.
O'Sullivan. He gets an outside zone 3.
Amazing.
Look at this. O'Sullivan twisting the screws on a 3-time champion of Frederick.
So if you ask me, in my opinion,
O'Sullivan
Sullivan
says, yeah, I might
should
be
have had this.
a rookie, but I'm not a rookie to this game.
No. O'Sully has one of the fastest come-ups. We've seen these different competitions, section through pro spec, now into do in such a short period of time and run.
What a
through all
great
these different
initiation as well.
competitions, run through
Like
pro
maybe
spec, now into
lacking
pro.
a bit of front
Look at
grip.
that initiation.
I
Was
mean,
a little
but
bit shallow through that section. Just shouldn't have been on the rumble strips, but everything else about this run, man.
Yeah, this
little
is
micro-corrections
his
to add
like
a little bit more angle through there. Freddie has
first
to
time
back out
driving
into that
Formula
transition.
Drift. Look at this,
So it adds a little bit more angle through there. Freddie has to back
and
out
he's back on throttle already here.
into that
You know what I mean?
but
Look at
adds a
this.
little bit
Not
more
full
angle through there.
throttle,
Freddie
but
has
he's
to
back on
back
throttle, while fucking Osbo was still on his e-brake all the way
into that transition.
till here. So if you ask me, Osbo at fault 100%. For whatever reason, they gave him the win, which is just funny.
Understanding that he's probably had a bit of an advantage with the collision before, being Freddie on the door of Sully all the way through.
This C46 is crazy. I love it.
He's one of the greats
I'm loving
of all
it.
time. There's easily, yeah.
I usually hate E46s. That's also
When we get into FD in specific, he has more wins, more event wins than anybody else, more event wins than James Dean. So you can't discredit Frederick Osbo. 3 times.
Yeah, you can, because he's also like.
So Frederick Osbo unanimously gets the win.
We're gonna come back to Frederick Osbo.
Made of the
and this Novak dude.
Going against Nick, little 160 made.
So we've got Novak. So 2 shitty calls in a row. We've got Novak and Ken Gushi.
The Yuzu Edition Toyota GR86. Little takedown version of this comp car. Great looking livery. Little throwback.
So Ken Gushi with an absolute dog water, stale dog water initiation.
Love it. Ken Gushi going against.
So straight line approach initiation. Handbrakes, one more time.
Look at Novak.
This is terrible by Gushi.
That was awesome. And Ken Gushi, Novak.
But a great chase line, just a great chase line from Novak, who I'm used to watching and being like, oh my God, what's up with this guy? But
man, he's steaming like a dump.
This was amazing, actually, from Novak.
That was a great example again. Do your lead run.
Bro, his lead run was shit.
And Nick does an amazing job of mirroring throughout this run as well. Has to pull a little bit of angle to get back up, but then mirrors it through the rest of the section.
Look at this. Amazing.
A little bit of a door tap there on Ken Gushi. Takes maybe a bit more of a straight line approach to the touch and go than I would have liked to see, but the rest of the run are
so, yeah.
Kind of like the here we are. We're a full
now we've got.
Man, let's go.
Look at this initiation. If we're comparing the initiations, Novak is already winning. Like, no straight line bullshit, just pure fucking violence. Car is ugly as hell. Like,
here we are. We're a full groove. Man, let's go. Here we go. Nick Novak. Kenshiro Gushi.
No excessive handbrake pulls. Pulls the handbrake. Lets it go. Fucking full on throttle. Let's fucking go.
The OG going against Nick Novak. And look at Novak.
Way cleaner. Look at this.
Nick Novak is absolutely on a heater. Really good lead run. Ken Gushi, that ready Motul Toyota GR86. Novak was on.
I got super annoyed. I'm not as annoyed because I'm kind of tired now, but
the happiest place on earth right now is in Nick Novak.
Honestly, Novak should have gotten the win without a doubt. Like, just a way more consistent, aggressive run. A way better line. Everything was. Gushi was dog water.
Riding shotgun. That was a solid lead run from Novak.
Yeah, really
not a solid. It was
front.
great. It was really
First
good.
outside zone, second outside zone. He's on.
Could have been a bit deeper. Also, keep in mind if I'm talking trash about one driver, and like they had a better run than, for example, Novak. Keep in mind, I do hold certain drivers to a higher standard. So when I saw how Novak like drove and how he got his runs done, and like I was surprised, and it was amazing. And so I think this was really, really, really fucking good. And Ken Gushi was miles behind.
All the way for Nick Novak, adding angle, coming out of the third, lines him up great for that touch and go, and then able to catch the car. It's such so
nah, way better, way better.
Really, really good job there on the chase. We get to our BC Racing side by side. I knew this was coming because.
No, way better job by Novak.
I want to see, is there any hiccups, major hiccups from any of these drivers? Because Ken put on a great lead run.
No, he did not.
To that amazing chase from Nick Novak. Nick, very fast, very fluid throughout the thing, throughout that run. But could Ken keep up? And that's, that lead was a fan. Gushi taking the win.
Ken Gushi after a great lead run by Novak.
How?
Great collaboration there, Jacob. And look at after a great.
By the way, nothing was elaborated. I went back yesterday.
On his livery.
So, also, Jack Shanahan completely got robbed. I don't care about Ryan Twerk. I really don't.
Fingers crossed,
Shanahan.
100%, but he's going against Turk.
Look at this shit.
On it. Here we go. That hot half of that squat down. Gets all the way out there. Outside zone 1. Boom. Outside zone 2. Shanahan shaking out third as the Irish.
I think, like, Jack Shanahan has a way higher chance of success in Formula Drift than in Drift Masters as well, because like his style of driving is more Formula Drifty. But man, if they're spending money to compete in Formula Drift, what a waste. Just stay in Europe.
Rookie for this season, but no rookie to drifting. Boom, pops around that last inside.
Amazing chase. When it comes to the lead, I wasn't really paying attention to the lead run because I don't really care. So we got a straight line approach initiation, which is I mean, it's super boring.
Which is definitely on it. Here we go. That hot half of that squat down.
Okay, I mean, this is pretty decent.
Boom, outside zone 2.
That was fine. That was fine. It was good.
For this season, but no rookie to drifting. Boom, pops around that last inside.
Yeah, so
Is it to the side of Ryan Turk. Really holds the time there. Turk does a good
although
job. Off the time, setting things
pretty
up.
decent lead and a very good chase.
Turk and a big fan.
Set up. Here we go.
And now Connor,
he's not
like,
spotting for him. He's giving some set up.
Okay, the initiation is kind of
Jack, not Connor. Welcome to FG, and look at that. Turk dials it back. He goes to the middle.
more consistent.
Gets all the way outside zone 3. Taps that wall.
Did not change his trajectory.
Inside clip, and Shanahan brings it around. I'll tell you what.
Pure win.
Go to a side-by-side.
Pure fucking win for Jack Shanahan.
Fun fact, Connor Shanahan, when he entered Formula Drift Pro competition, who'd he go against? Ryan Turk.
Oh, no way.
His brother, Jack Shanahan, welcome to Formula Drift.
A little bit of really
They have 3-1 more times. Like, this should have been, this is as simple as it gets. Like, already here you can see
Turk leading on the left and Shanahan leading on the right. Walk us through it.
Yeah, Shanahan, I mean, goes
the whole time Shanahan was
nowhere
there.
near that inside rumble strip that the judges are really harsh on. That was, I mean, it was actually the difference with the Ken Gucci battle. They don't want you cutting the line there at all. And
yeah, just this is not even.
That initiating.
Actually, not. So one more time, back at it.
Yeah.
And
this is bullshit.
So,
complete bullshit.
So you know, it's.
I would pack my shit and go home,
there.
honestly.
You know, you
at that point.
Turk, you know, and against. Let's make some noise.
There we go.
That's more like
That's
it.
what I'm looking for.
So this wasn't. He'll have a one. And Ben Hobson. Simon Olsen finished second here last year.
Also, I don't know how Hobson won this one, but whatever.
Let's see how he does. Back behind the wheel of that Mark 5 Super. He's going against Ben Hobson, who was looking on it yesterday in seating bracket. Simon Olsen goes to transition to that second outside zone. Ben Hobson has to back off. Doesn't look like Simon got all the way out to outside zone 2. Hobson, a little later on that transition, a touch and go. He does not get over. That won't impede outside zone 2.
Whatever, nothing too crazy.
Getting the aggression out. He's back in his chassis. He did struggle in it previously, but he's still making, he's making improvements all the way through practice. He pulled on it. He has everything to do it, and we're starting to see that now. Now, he did play this a little bit safer, but same thing. You see a driver come off the wall a little bit more.
Olsen.
We're coming.
He's on Ben Hobson. Now he's got the clean air.
Okay, really cool initiation, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Already like. Okay, this is what I was talking about. This is a big hit, and it did affect his line. So, and by affecting his line, it affected the Chaser's line, the Olsen's line, who basically had nowhere to go and almost straightened out, but he didn't. And just the fact that he didn't straighten out and give up already gets him the win in my book.
Simon Olsen gets thrown off.
Of course he gets fucking thrown off, bro. Look at this shit. This is not the ideal line. So Hobson, I love Ben Hobson. He's a funny guy. He's a really cool driver. He's trying to beat Chelsea Denofa really hard with initiations and crazy angles, but you can see here he angles up way too much. So he angles up here way too much, realizes he's not going to be able to reach the outside zone 1, so he shallows it. So already this steering wheel correction is a big ass fucking deduction, if you ask me. And then he should have stayed in angle. This is where as soon as he went, like, as soon as he reduced the angle, what he did is, like, he decided to go wider. He thought he needed to go wider, and now he went wider and he hit the wall really hard, which completely fucks up the chaser's ability to chase this run, because the change in like, oh my god, I'm so tired. What happened is, like, the driver in the back is expecting you to, like, do the transition not here, but here, all the way here, or in the middle somewhere. This way, you allow him to go wider for a longer period of time so he can do the transition. This way, Hobson completely robbed him of the opportunity to chase him properly. So in my book, this should have been win for
into that first outside zone.
Awesome. And for whatever fucking reason, I don't know, probably no side by side even, and they straight up gave the win. Whatever, shut up. How the fuck did Ben Hobson win?
Hobson gets the victory.
I mean, I'm gonna watch the whole season, because I'm definitely, I've got shit to say, but if I was just an enthusiast, like, who knew everything about drifting, I would not watch this. This way, at least some views. But this is just unbearable to watch, how bad the judging is, how corrupt Formula Drift is. Like,
there we go. Hobson gets the victory.
How?
Hey,
How?
Reese,
Literally explain to us. America, explain. Fucking explain to the people. I mean, I know what Aaron told me is that the average Formula Drift attendee has no idea about drifting, like, has no clue. Aaron from of Lone Star Drift, he told me that average drift consumer has no idea about the rules, like, but come on, is it really that bad that
all that contact, Hobson goes in, but before I even say anything, just go to you, Reese.
Yeah, so we need to really kind of explain this here.
Yeah, you really need to explain
Hobson
it.
goes into outside zone 1. There is contact on the wall, and that does disrupt Simon. So at that point, we're definitely given, like, the advantage at that moment, Simon, because it's like, okay, your the lead line disrupted the chase, and we understand that. That incident happens. They keep on going. As we come around going into the touch and go, there's an independent incident where you see Simon straighten up. He completely settles the car.
No, it's not an independent fucking
that's
incident.
Was the defining moment, and went over to Ben to get the win at that point.
No, it's not an independent incident. It definitely, the beginning of the run completely, like, if you imagine initiating, like, on Michevitz, on Creation Drift Challenge, if you fail the initiation, you're probably going to have a really bad run, and you're probably not going to be hitting the apexes or the outside zones, and you might even straighten out or spin out or whatever. Like, this was completely Ben's fault. And
Yeah, so we can see here, you can see at this point,
what I
Ben
think.
hits the wall. This is definitely affecting the chase driver. He's still in drift. He's still trying to go. Yes, it's low angle, but he's still in drift. It continues going. That incident has happened now. We're going into the touch and go.
that incident has happened and fucking affected everything else.
And then we can see here, that is the unsettling that we're having an issue with here, and that's why Ben gets the win.
Bro.
So, but I'm playing devil's advocate here for the sake of conversation. We got a moment here. It's hard to re-drift and reinitiate.
Thank
so
you.
You're asking, it's later in the game.
I will say though, he did get back into drift in outside zone 3, and then more or less lost it going into the touchdown.
No,
I think
yeah.
that's the reason.
You have to make sure you manage your momentum, and that momentum, the judges deemed it as you lost momentum.
Yeah, how about you have to manage your momentum? How about you say that to Ben Hobson, bro? How about that?
Settled your car, you're out of drift.
So here we've got this
Ems
completely bullshit one more time
Ryan Turk out front, that Rain-X Toyota
for no reason. Like Shanahan already won. Let's sure run them one more time.
Outside zone 2, goes in outside zone 3, brings it in. Jack Shanahan, you see him diving on in. Good fluidity from both the drivers. Shanahan, good composure. Doesn't
Okay.
Not have to cut the corner at the rumble strip. Make things, you
Pretty
know,
good.
yeah.
Both.
Here's stateside, Jack out front. Jack in that 59
initiation was going
BMW. Here comes Ryan Turk in the change position, goes out to it. Very comfortable to
Not
what
as
Ryan
gripped
Turk
up
did.
as Ryan,
Jack really
I
close
guess.
to that second outside zone, goes into 3. Ryan Turk, good proximity, doesn't tuck into the pocket as we were talking about earlier. The
Honestly,
4-on-1 on the roof. And the 4-on-1 on what the verdict is.
one more time for unknown reasons.
But two.
This is
Another one more time. Come on, shut up.
Time.
Yeah. For the crowd.
Was it Rob? All the lead.
that's
Out of the red.
This, we, have it with full level.
One more time.
You take it from Turk. That's great reference, and you.
Bro, I don't want to listen to it.
Path to success from high performance motorsports to
high performance midway. Battle between these gentlemen. Ryan Turk, Shanahan. Not once, not twice. This is it. Our third battle between these gentlemen. We're only in the 32. Ryan Turk and his back bumper, that Toyota GR Corolla. 1, 2. Shanahan not flinching at all.
Perfect
third
chase
outside
man.
zone.
Pretty
now
much
bringing it into that final
fucking
inside
perfect
flip.
chase
Shanahan
man.
attacks.
Look at this shit.
There he goes. There he goes. Little Shanahan sandwich. Well done, Mustang.
I mean, so pushing out to the walls a little bit more, and the nice thing is that Jack Shanahan on this one did not flub on that initiation. He stayed in it, kind of took notes, realized this
What a
one
great
did
transition.
not flub on that initiation. He stayed in it, kind of took notes, realized what Turk's going to do, adapted to it, and made the correction there
Really
on that run. That
really
allows
fucking
back
good.
that to be out of that feel free because that
line rumble strip
path, if not in a more dangerous zone by being inside. So if the lead driver got to
go over, just is their weekend. So tomorrow, Peterson Automotive Museum, come out, Jacob, maybe see you there. We'll see. Here we go. Jack Shanahan out front. Ryan Turk in the chase position. Look at Shanahan swinging. Turk, good composure. Shanahan comes into the first outside zone. Ryan Turk, he shallows up quite a bit there now into outside zone 3. Shanahan gets all the way out there. Ryan Turk in the hot pocket. Does not get burned. He brings it around, tightens up into that last inside flip. Bends that back. These guys, again, so with the call, they're just
holding position better.
So
right there throughout the chase. I mean, has to back out for that job on, but the two of this
did
lightly small
with Reese like that. Dagger hit the New Zealand for crowd to
speaking. Jack, that was
one more time that it was like a finals battle between you and Jack. I heard you guys.
Not sure how he won, but whatever. It's yeah, so let's watch the top 16 since I haven't watched it. by some fucking miracle, it's
Formal Drift, Jim Lau, Brian Sage, Andy Luck.
That's right. Are you ready? The Pennzoil Mustang RTR.
Racetreads.com. Tires for every adventure.
Probably the most
Super is just picking up where he left off, although really comes
rip room. Go ahead.
You can see just how dominant James Dean is, just picking up his beat here, which is able to just always just.
Jesus Christ. Can we just get on with it?
Drivers, Ben, yeah, still absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it's very impressive what he's done and how he does it. He's a lovable human being. Love how he does it. So here we go. Push comes to shove. Let's shove it into that first outside zone. That auto zone penalty RTR is in that first outside zone. Boom, right there. Back and forth, ping pongs under the bridge, outside zone. There it goes out, reaching into that last inside clip. Beecham dives in, just kind of backs off. It's just hard to beat, man. I mean, it's like a video game that's just set on autopilot.
Yeah, it's like going against like expert class ghost mode here with James Dean out in the lead. Does a good job in that initiation, staying off the rumble strips. Just touches the wall in the first and second outside zone. Very sturdy line all the way through the third. Now does add just a touch of angle there, not a ton, and then transitions out into that touch and goes, scrubs the speed, and then
amazing. I haven't watched this yet. So.
Composure here. Goes in initiation in that first outside zone. James Dean keeps his composure here. Goes in initiation in that first outside zone. Beecham gets all the way up to James. He comes up a bit short. Oh! Trent shreds that back fight right into that third outside zone. James Dean gets right into the pocket. Smoked out. And there's James Dean now.
Yeah,
so,
no question about who won. Like, this is clear as day.
Exactly.
The Kendas are sick. I think everyone's already commented on that for sure. But no, everything else is pounds. Fan set router
and simpler.
Same kits. It's just lighter, simpler, a little more sturdy and stout. And same kit, same wrap, same everything.
Well, he's going for lighter and simpler in his top 16.
Connor Shanahan, Dylan Hughes. Here we are, Shanahan. Look at Dylan Hughes right into that pocket. Shanahan transitions into that final inside clip. Dylan dives in just to put a little bow on it. And there it is. Hey, by the way, Snooki might be able to cut some weight if he
decision. Running
from Shanahan.
Small here on this next.
I mean, we find it, and it's just like just getting down to the core of what's going on. Here we go. Dylan the Dozer Hughes, Royal Purple, GT Radio, BMW does get out there almost just
not enough grip, bro. Not enough grip.
Shanahan stayed out on that outside zone quite a bit.
You can hear him hitting the rev limiter. Like, I don't know if they don't allow them to warm up their tires or some shit, but like you can hear they pick up speed at like third outside zone, which seems to me as if it's too late. So, in my opinion, I don't know, just Hughes on not enough grip.
Just getting down to the core of what's going on. Here we go. Dylan the Dozer Hughes, Royal Purple, GT Radio, BMW.
He's basically just doing a burn.
Get out there, almost
transitions.
Reaches the wall. Shanahan stayed out on that outside zone quite a bit. Does not set himself up. So look at that. He does have that good proximity. Would like to see him mimic the angle. Love the aggressiveness of Shanahan. And you talked about the Irish way of that parallel nature.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, honestly, the only critique there. So Dylan does a good job in his first outside zone. Similar. Connor a little bit further back, mirroring well, but a little further back. Has to let the roll. That's a driver score. Connor's got a lot of left. Both of those adjustments. So
round American with gets to
and job with the mimicking time and then for it.
Forsberg and Manoa. Look at this.
Really, I haven't watched it, and I really fucking hope that Hiro Minoa just gets Forsberg out of the fucking
From 2024, Hero Manoa leading Chris the Force Forsberg. Here in 2024, Hero Manoa leading
Yeah, you did.
Chris the Force Forsberg. Here we go. Hero Manoa initiating. Jujuku Racing, Jerry Yang Racing, GT Rado 86. Chris Forsberg going to that second outside zone. GT Rado 86.
A bit of a late transition.
Forsberg
knew that was going to happen.
Going to that second outside zone here.
And now he's either going to shallow up or hit the
Manoa
wall.
taps that wall. Forsberg applying the pressure. Outside zone 3. Look at Hero Manoa transitioning now in that last inside clip. Wow. I thought Chris was going to hit that inside clip. Magically wrapped it around.
I know, bro.
He's somebody loved the way the Manoa drove all that much speed. So there's the left foot brake we saw there for Manoa. And then another one just to push the car out a little bit wider. And those big fan for some great camaraderie. Back to
the Force Forsberg riding, swinging. The vet against Rookie of the Year 2024. Look at Chris. Comes riding, swinging into that outside zone. Great placement by Chris in the second outside zone. Hero Manoa dives in on the inside. Forsberg stretches it out the outside zone 3. Wraps it into that final inside clip.
Chase, okay, no.
No, it's always a good.
I'm telling you, where Chris did it in that X Factor, that was strong.
Yeah, Chris, right out of the gate, little shimmy there on initiation, goes wide, stays off the rumble strips. Really good job to the first outside zone and to the second.
Chase for chase. Manoa.
Second, that's when Manoa really starts to dive.
Lead for lead.
And reel Chris in.
Going towards fucking. Forsberg, but I think still I'd give it to just a bit of an advantage by Forsberg in the lead position, but I'd give it to Hira.
Who goes long into 3, points it at the touch and go, clips in, and I honestly thought Manoa was going to hit him.
Shit.
When they came into that section, I didn't think Manoa was going to be able to check things with that. See the mirror. And then Chris on the power. Manoa lights up right behind him. You can see the mirroring as they come to that. The Manoa has to take a tighter line to keep the proximity in behind him. You can see the mirroring as they come to that. The Manoa has to take a front wheel on it. They're bathing in the smoke. He does get the proximity. And then pairs things up to this section. I really
he might have
lights up right behind him. You can see the mirroring.
We are said.
What's up with the internet, bro? Come on. What's up with the internet, bro? Come on.
Almost a front wheel on front wheel.
Let's go. A1, a veteran, Chris Manoa knocked out Forsberg.
This
the
is
3-time champion.
This is what I'm talking about. This is
yeah, and I absolutely agree. Out Forsberg, the 3-time champion.
I think the people want to hear why.
Yeah,
and I
so it will make it really simple. Chris Forsberg has a much better lead line.
No.
We had errors from Manoa
a better lead line, but not a much better lead line.
He disrupts the line. And Forsberg, you can see here, he's fluid. He fills out the zones. He's nice and fluid, carries momentum, goes into outside zone 2, carries momentum into outside zone 3. Yes, Manoa is close, but that is only because Forsberg is allowing him and giving him the pocket in order to do that.
Here we go, Andy Haley.
Tires are what we live and breathe in Formula D. The rest of this battle, and yeah, we're just
shut up. Get him the fuck out of here.
Here we go. Or Daniel into the grade 8.
Seriously, Stuckey wins against Adam
Daniel
LZ.
Stuckey. Here we go. Adam LZ, Drift HQ. BMW. Whoa, Doctor, look at that. Shreds that back wing off. Continues on. Doesn't get open in the second outside zone. Look
Just
at
stop
Adam LZ, this
reattaching that wing.
BMW. And Stuckey is like, what is happening in front of me? That wing came off. It seemed like it
just super gluing that wing back on, but big initiation there from LZ, getting all the way up to the wall. And then there, first outside zone.
Oh, I just remember the situation where Stuckey protested the win by Chelsea Denofa because of the hood flopping. So now he has a wing he can protest, but I think they terminated the I think they
isn't
cannot
able to
protest
really get out
anymore.
to the second, but has a fairly stable lineup to 3. We see a little bit of adjustment there, and then they go into the touch and go. I mean, he does. He touch and goes. I mean, he just touches the bumper on it, gets back to the throttle. Probably the quickest we see through that. And Stuckey in the chase does a pretty good job here.
There's no fucking way Stuckey even saw that wing flying off.
Transitions a little bit early, and that puts him on the tighter line, and then isn't able to really keep up through the rest of that section. So I like that Stuckey mirrors the car quite well. I mean, pumptively. Well, he doesn't. He doesn't. Like, cool.
Yeah.
Casey.
No
All right,
fucking way
S
Stuckey's
chassis. Wait, S chassis. You talk about it. Let's be about it. Here we go. Oh, wow. Really shortens up there, Jacob. Coming down to that third outside zone. Adam LZ tucked in right sweet into the hot pocket. Smoked out. And then, nice.
This was sick.
Wow.
What a great adjustment by
easily
LZ.
banged the door, but that showed the
on Stuckey.
He shelled
so
it
with
up
Stuckey, he's got to
here.
really push the car.
But
It doesn't hold a lot
Stuckey
of
also
momentum.
shelled
Not
it
enough
up.
inertia there. So with Stuckey,
Yeah, Stuckey's lead line.
he's got to
is shit.
really be able
So,
coming in at this point.
I
It's
guess-
a big composure. Checkup going through the
here and advances
Yeah,
on the
obviously.
round. And right, look at that. We are 16. The official auto parts retailer.
I mean, we all
Field
know which way this is
Speaking
gonna
of
go.
barbecue, Odie the brisket box cheese. Real
Jesus
suspension.
Christ.
Look at Castro. He tucks in in proximity. He doesn't get exactly
What's
out.
up with Odie's
Kind of exceeded that
initiations?
back
Like,
line, but
they're
not
not usually
He
that
is
bad.
stuck to it like
They're usually
glue.
really cool.
Dominican's finest. He has great proximity. Just pull back just a touch. This Davis to lose. There's Castro. Adam.
Oh, normally you see a bit of mirror here as adjustment. Swap Merles.
Positive attitude, but sometimes you just need to harness that just anger and aggression as Castro brings it under the bridge. Look at Odie, he tucks in. Odie drops back quite a bit. Here comes Odie, he tucks in.
Bro,
Aggression as
because
Castro
Castro's
brings it under the bridge.
line
Odie.
is dog water.
Tucks in. Odie drops back quite a bit. Here comes Castro. Now Odie jumps up to the conversation. Ooh.
This is a one more time if I've ever seen one.
Better lead.
This is a one more time for sure.
If there's anything else there. So,
Well, one more time, you're not.
Right for Castro. Odie Bakshis, 2-1. Jobby puts
Nah, this
Castro,
was
but
a one more
Odie,
time, but whatever.
unfortunate mistake. He pressed the wrong side.
So
Just
whichever-
clarification, it was unanimous.
One of these,
Chiaro's cheer cop, and now he's cheering
Whoever
on his boy.
wins
And they
here-
the feelings of these young.
I don't care. This is like watching
two
two complete,
out there in that in the vets. Horizons
two
to the cage
complete
as well. Here we
retards.
go. Matt Field, the beast of the bay. Out there in that Borla exhaust Corvette, snappy, nasty.
Did
Here
they
we go.
not see
Sorensen
the commentary?
things and there in that Borla exhaust
What's up with
Corvette
the
in cage as
commentators?
well. Here we go. Matt Field, the beast of the bay.
Did they not see the
Out there in that Borla
content?
exhaust Corvette, snappy, nasty. Here we go. Sorensen into that first outside zone. That Corvette slides in. Oh boy, a big slap of that wall by Matt Field. Look at that, shedding one of those hot boy clear taillights into that last inside clip. And now bringing it on through. So
How did
interesting
the
turn of events
commentators
there
not
as Matt
see
Field.
what the
there.
fuck
Patches
happened?
back into
Like,
Sorensen a bit shallow through the. It actually looks like Sorensen.
Matt Field. Take a look at it again.
Yeah, I mean, it actually looks like Sorensen impeded on the initiation there from
yeah, he
that
did.
ball.
He didn't let him initiate.
After that,
He got
did that
too
zone.
greedy.
The run looks like, but
Okay. Jesus
So who's
Christ.
going against Odie? Is it going to be what was a frenemy?
but it's there. Here, you can see Brandon does. It's not a lot.
It
but
is.
It's there.
How the fuck is it not a lot? Have these guys ever driven a drift car or been in a car crash? How is this not a lot?
There is contact made. Brandon did impede on the initiation, but it's
that-
there.
That wouldn't have
There is
happened.
contact made. Brandon
Matt
did
Field would have been all the way to the
impede
wall.
on the
Like,
initiation of.
I mean, I don't like
Matt
Matt Field.
So
He's a douchebag.
That's going to be a bit of a hit
But-
there.
Yeah.
Maybe it literally. Maybe it negates
Facts
Matt
are
Field going a
facts.
little bit too deep into the second outside zone. So
Let's see what Brandon does. Good fluid initiation. Look at Matt Field. You saw him kind of lunge forward. Brandon does.
Yeah,
Good.
this
Good
guy's
fluid
just like.
initiation. Look at Matt Field. You saw him kind of lunge forward real quickly. Sorensen. Matt Field, early transition. And there you go. That's what you're talking about. Maybe spoke too soon there. A contact. And Matt Field initiated, and then on the transition, just checked up the car, corrected intact.
The timing of it now, and then let's watch. Oh, better. Was Brandon hanging on too long? We can't see. And then let's watch. Oh, just Matt charges forward, and then let's watch.
Yo.
Oh, just the timing of it now. Another angle might show this a little bit better.
Yeah, this angle is shit.
And Matt had to transition.
Yeah, let's see this.
So this looks good.
Yeah, he transitioned too early. He got lost in the smoke.
No, I don't think so. It just Matt picked the wrong time. The car gripped up something strange.
See him with the we're mistake just too tired. Maybe something's got the touch of the. It's like, we're good. High five. There you go. Riley driving up.
Depending on where you're at on the track, it's how fast you're going. So just try.
Nothing smart is going to come out of his mouth, so please don't interview this kid.
All right, here we go. These guys were testing at Willow last week, but here we go. All Toyota. Frederick Osbo, Ken Gucci. Yes, sir. There we go. Frederick Osbo, the hammer being dropped. Ken Gucci, he's back there. He's kind of trying to catch the Supra of Frederick Osbo. All Toyota, all GR, all Gazoo. Supra 86. All Kenda. These guys are going for it.
Like the transition between 1 and 2 of Frederick Osbo. It was as soon as
yeah, so anticlimactic.
That is for sure. So Osbo does a really good job. Same thing, staying off those rumble strips between 1 and then right there. Just the way he's able to power into 2, coming out of a little bit. Let's keep that Osbo's good.
It's like a Richie. There we go again. Toyota Gazoo Racing
and
deliver
I'm
like
not
Osbo did out front. Kenshiro Gucci. There we go. Toyota Gazoo Racing GR86 transitions.
Oh my
Gucci doesn't get all the way down.
I don't want to watch this.
Just gets
Obviously,
some of the
Osbo got the win.
Osbo, Mario area. Ryan Turk, Ben Hobson. This is position up right. He says, dude, he turned a new corner, literally here in his vehicle from last year to this year. He's been looking poised. He's got a good vibe to him. So does Ryan Turk. They have all the assets, the car, the boat. Next Toyota GR Corolla. Boom, initiates Ben Hobson simultaneously. Good transition into that first outside zone. Hobson, little quick correction. You saw that Corolla die. Oh, we got contact, or is that a correction? Looked like Hobson might have.
So now they can see the contact. Where it's not at all clear if there was a contact, but when there obviously was a contact, they cannot see. Oh, I hate Americans.
Guys, yeah, look at that. You can see. Oh, we got more contact. Holy cow, look at this. Ben Hobson chomping at the bit to the side of the Corolla. Let's get the truth serum, the overhead camera. And
between the two drivers was Ben too aggressive. Things look really good here from Ryan Turk, nice and stable. As we come through this section, does Ben Hobson get into this? No, he doesn't. Nice and stable.
I wanted to already say, predict that Hobson did not did not touch Ryan at all. In my honest opinion, factually, he did not touch
him. As we come through this
but,
section, does Ben Hobson
this is what a naturally, this is the way the car moves when it stalls up or something snaps or. This is not, it's way too tame the way the car changes direction and as opposed to when you get hit. So, yeah.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
No,
There's just
not.
the Ben heads.
He's got all drivers. He driving.
And maybe just said, yeah, man, you got a lot
as long as Hobson doesn't fuck up this.
Either way, Ben
this
Hobson, he's got it. Oh, my God.
Fucking Jesus Christ, this initiation.
But either way, Ben Hobson, he's got it. Oh, my gosh.
Yep, here we go. Look at this. Ben
Fuck
Hobson
yeah.
throws it out there. He comes up short.
Yo, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
Comes up, but Ryan Turk right there in the pocket. He's going to apply the pressure. Now you got
he's going to apply all the pressures he wants. Ryan's mistake was way bigger.
Some mistakes on start.
This is either Hobson or one at a time, but I will give it to Hobson. So we don't have to watch this too much.
Turning it down.
Bro, what are you looking
In
for?
Long Beach, get your send at Long Beach Beer Craft, and Ryan Turk gets the win.
How?
Ryan
Bro,
Turk
how?
gets the win, advancing on Ben Hobson, and that was the way I was leaning. The judges are converted. Break.
That hop for the outside zone 1 where the rumble strip is, and he totally misses outside zone 1 and 2, and those are pretty major in the lead run, and that kind of sets the pace of the track. Now, Turk did make a huge mistake at outside zone 3. We wanted to see if he straightened completely or not, and he didn't. And I'd have.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not even gonna.
Better. When you choose Quad Lock, you're choosing the most secure and reliable products available. Quad Lock. Every
Fucking Ryan Turk, bro.
Baby Sage helping out his people.
You know, no? All right. I tried.
Yeah, get in my office. Okay, step out. You're fired.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Woo!
All right, here we go.
You can see these guys train
get in my
together.
office. Okay, step
by
out.
the
You're
way.
fired. Yeah. Thank you.
Just the way.
All right, here we go. James Dean back in the action. James Dean going against that of Connor Shanahan. All Irish battle. And there's James Dean. Puts it right there in the outside zone 3, transitioning into that inside clip.
James Dean is just robotic as fuck.
Like,
in a great way.
What?
In a,
Why?
in a
Like,
aggressive way.
See a little more feint initiation. Look at how wide he is to that section. Connor Shanahan gets right in there. Would like to see a little more proximity with that timing. That dive
What
he
the
is to
fuck
that
are you talking about proximity?
Connor Shanahan gets right in.
Look
there.
at this.
I would like to see a little more proximity with that timing.
How
that
much
dive into the
closer
second
do you
outside-
want him to be? They're going like 70 miles an hour. What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
No, it looks good. James Dean with the tiniest of corrections, just to make sure that he's absolutely perfectly online. And the rest of the run looks good. I mean, Connor Shanahan, James left the door wide open. He left the pocket there the entire time. He could have been slapping the door through the entire run. And Connor Shanahan did really well. He got in with the proximity.
I mean, partially unwatchable because of the commentators, and partially because of the judge's decision. I don't know how the fuck Ryan Turk won that round.
I'd like to see a little bit more mirroring, but same thing, those are...
I mean, that was like a foolery. Connor Shanahan trickery. No Irish games here. This is bragging rights at the pub tonight. Connor Shanahan initiates. James Dean right there. Initiating. Shanahan gets all the way out there. Almost out bumper, the tiny little bumper. Brings it under the bridge. Here comes James Dean. Watch this. He's going to sink in the sword. The Mustang diving in the side of his fellow countryman. Now bringing in that final inside clip. Barely just nudges that inside clip.
So,
wow.
If I was to predict what was going to happen, I would give the win to James Dean. But since it's Formula Drift and it's America, it's probably going to be one more time between the two Irishmen. But maybe not. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating how stupid they are. So let's see. I'm really interested in that.
For James Dean, sliding right for Shanahan, and I got to think it's going that way.
Yeah.
James Dean gets the win. James matched angle. Look at that. Respect. Hold.
And they're with Kessel.
Wow. Last year, #1 seeding spot. He's guaranteed at least third. Does he want that? No, he wants better. Here we go. Adam LZ, Chris the Force Forsberg.
Can somebody get Chris the Force Forsberg the fuck out of this competition?
Out for blood in that all-new Nissan Z. Wow. Look at all the course transitioning under the bridge.
Could
Adam LZ brings outside zone 3.
What's up with the third outside zone for this guy?
Spilling it like oil spill. Cadillac spills. Forsberg shortens up. Loses some angle around that final inside clip. Wow, no holds barred, baby. That was well done by
The Chris Forsberg
Yeah,
hold,
this was
the way that
amazing.
he is driving
This
right
was
now.
a
And
bit
Adam LZ
late,
looking
but
super
amazing.
fluid through this entire zone. A
And
little bit of a
now
left
he's
foot brake to try and get it all the way out to 3. We are starting to
Just
see
too much
the temp
forward
drop.
grip.
Track is going to be changing, and drivers need to make adjustments for that. But look at Adam here. 1, 2, and the only critique I got for him at this point is just wish he was a little bit deeper in 3.
Yeah. But he's constantly at the same amount of angle, no corrections.
If you want to
That's
make it to
really
the top
cool.
4 at this point, you've got to be almost perfect all the way through the zone. That being said, it still does leave an opportunity for Chris to make some next.
I'm expecting a big, nasty initiation here. And here we go. Chris Forsberg coming into view.
Actually, first of all, Adam LZ had more angle and
he knows he deserves.
and more of an aggressive initiation than the fucking and Chris Forsberg.
He's out there, so he's
Who's
not going
in
to
the
leave
lead?
anything to chance here.
What
I'm
the
expecting a
fuck,
big,
this guy.
nasty initiation
Yo.
here. And here we're going to leave anything to
Just
chance
this.
here. I'm expecting a big,
Look at this. He's already at more angle.
nasty initiation
And here he's still at more
here.
angle.
And here we go. Chris
What
Forsberg
the fuck
coming
am I
into view
watching?
there. Tries to get all the way out to outside zone 1. There goes outside zone 2. Now coming to outside zone 3. He is
Okay,
allowing
yeah,
Adam
no.
LZ to be right there, tucked in.
This is
now
going-
transition
this
to
is
last
LZ all
inside
day.
clip. Adam LZ applies the pressure. He nudges him across the finish line.
Holy shit,
Like I said,
this is
both these
LZ
guys,
all
MF
day.
Field picking up a new sponsorship, Net Vodka. Really cool partnership. Good.
Aside, outside
This has
slow.
to be
There should be a
LZ. Come
appreciation back
on,
on
man. Like, enough.
Clipped it off
Stop the
wall.
cat.
One time for LZ.
How is it one more time, bro? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Let's see side by side. Did they replay side by side? Like fuck they did. They didn't.
He's out there, so he's not going to leave anything to chance here. I'm expecting a big, nasty initiation here. And here we go. Chris Forsberg coming into view.
So Adam was deeper here
There. Tries to
in
get
the lead.
all the way out to outside.
He was about the same deepness was
Zone 1. There goes outside zone 2. Now coming outside
so
zone 3.
here they both shallowed up.
He is
But
allowing
Forsberg has huge corrections
zone one,
with
there
the
outside zone
look
two.
at Forsberg's corrections with the front wheels on the front. Look at the front wheels.
outside zone 3.
Whoa,
He is
whoa.
allowing Adam
Which Adam LZ
LZ
did
to
not
be
have.
right there, tucked in. Now transition.
So now
inside
Forsberg
clip.
brake checks him. You can see the brake lights turn
Allowing
on.
Adam LZ to be right there,
So
tucked in. Now
all he had to
transition
do was
last inside clip. Adam
yeah.
LZ applies
This is
the
bullshit.
pressure.
This
He
is
nudges him across
pure
the finish
fucking
line.
bullshit.
Like I said, Adam LZ to be right there, tucked in. Now transition at last inside clip. Adam LZ applies the pressure.
Nah, he
But he's
didn't
paused
brake.
again.
He actually just let off the
I like the way
gas.
they disrupt the right here.
Yeah.
First out.
Had the truth to
Yeah,
catch
bullshit.
again.
Bullshit call.
Yeah, that's right. Live for your dime.
Oh my god, remove this guy.
Hey, hop.
Okay,
Smoke
finally.
accumulated there on the start. Here goes Odi Bakshi's field suspension. S15.
Disgusting
Now lifting
entry,
into that
but-
outside zone. Boom. Look at that. Oh, nice kiss. Bakshi's back in his box.
Okay.
Brandon Sorensen
You can hear the
tucks
throttle
it in.
control by
Mimicked
Odie.
it barely, and then just got right back out into that final inside clip. Brings it on around. Well done.
At least someone's gonna get Sorensen the fuck out of here.
That's all right on the.
Let's see what Brandon Sorensen's got for us out front. Boom! Gets all the way out there. Just gets that.
Oh my God.
Odi Bakshi took a very shallow line under the bridge. Outside zone 2 does not get all the way out there, but I want to see that different angle. Odi dives in. He gets aggressive. He just
I don't know.
And wait, he does have that section to chase that he could have cleaned things up. That transition though is absolutely epic.
Yeah.
So he push out outside zone 1. Look at that. I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you time that.
Yeah, you obviously don't know how to time that and how to do that because, bro, you know, fuck all about drifting.
The only doubt if you
Yeah.
make it into the podium.
That's how perfect he was. Slide him left for Odi, right for Brandon Sorensen. Sorensen is the one
I
fourth
thought it
inning to
was
see
gonna be a one more
Bakshi.
time,
And
whatever.
maybe we just got.
I don't.
Too, you see he cuts his line, goes on the inside. He does manage to get back in, but that error.
I want to see the one more time between Forsberg and. Oh, this! I can't wait for. What the fuck is it called? The track. Fuck off. Where's the track now? Anyway, doesn't matter. Really cool track.
Keep it going. We got. All right, so.
So we got the one more time.
So that's what I want to look at. And that would fall under contact. That would be contact with another car. Or did he DB'd here? I don't think he would have DB'd in 2.
So
I
outside
wasn't
zone.
close. DB'd
Holy
here. Contact.
Fuck that. So
that would be contact with another
even better than
car.
hitting a wall is
More or less what I want to look at.
this,
That would fall
what
under
Adam
contact.
LZ
That would be contact with
just
another
did here.
car.
Literally licked it between the two flaggy thingies.
Side rear was that from Chris kind of bouncing and catching him. That's more or less what I want to look at. And that would fall under contact. That would be contact with another car. or did he
36
DB
has so
here?
much
I don't
angles, so
think he
much
would have
grip.
DB'd than 2.
So
I
outside
wasn't
zone
close enough.
3 is where you're thinking so
Yeah, I mean,
you're
Chris.
saying driver's side, so the left side that we can't see currently.
Right. So when Chris hit the wall, he did swing back around. He did catch Adam. Hard to tell with that angle.
I think the overhead's gonna. This is the truth serum, man. This is gonna really tell us. Like you said, outside zone 3. Chris hits wall.
Catches him right there. Yeah. And if that
back left.
Yeah, and if that is where that DB happened, if it's on that wheel.
Wait, we missed something.
1-0, we open round the Force Forsberg and bring it on home one more time between Adam LZ and Chris the Force Forsberg. Send it! Adam LZ up front, Trip HQ BMW coming into view. Boom! Right there outside. Forsberg comes up a little shallow, drops into formation. Then again, the angle. Forsberg goes in that last outside zone.
Yo, what?
He tapped that back right into outside zone 3, straightened him out. Let's take a look at that overhead of Forsberg.
And then, not the obviously did and caught push it.
So that's what we missed.
And it kind of, Chris, so Adam went all it was. But just I'm half to the line. Chris side zone 3.
Back right.
Oh, that would be contact with another car. Here, was that from Chris? Kind of bounce. I gotta make sure I got the right driver's side, you know.
Yeah.
But driver's side rear, was that from Chris? Kind of bouncing and catching him. That's more or less what I want to look at. And that would fall under contact. That would be contact with another car. Or did he DB here? I don't think he would have DB'd than 2.
So
I
outside
wasn't
zone
close
3
enough.
is.
So with that end.
This is going to really tell us. Like you said, outside zone 3. Chris hits wall.
Catches him right there. Yeah. And if that
back left.
Yeah, and if that is where that DB happened, if it's on that wheel, basically we have defined contact as
Who the fuck DB'd
making.
it?
I mean,
clarify. Yeah, so contact.
Right, and that's not at fault contact, so he should be able to just go and change that tire if it was any other incident. Now that, as long as the judges are agreeing on this, or change.
I think it's fine. Forsberg taps that back right
I
and
mean,
straightens
is it
him out.
even in question who?
Front
Like he literally hit his wheel.
Watch the attitude.
Obviously, he fucking debated his tire.
There.
Oh,
Yeah,
my God.
great pause job.
Boom, yeah, just pause it right next to Forsberg. I'm that far as the Forsberg. So, if you let Davis this battle as battle. So let's start Papadakis. The streets of Long. Put him through the tomorrow 40.
Cool.
Why do always the most boring fucking guys go?
Whoa. Right now, his bitter enemy, Ryan Turk. But Ryan Turk's got to fight for it. Ryan Turk, he's at chase position, really good prowess. Lurking in the smoke, well done.
Frederick Oswald's so boring.
Frederick
I'm actually
Oswald, Turk
rooting for Turk.
brings it home around that last inside clip.
Okay, nobody cares.
I don't know.
Some insight there. What's going on? Yeah, he's back there quite a bit.
Hopefully in his ear, to see if I can call it. Transition into our touch and go. So, seemed like a little bit of timing issues there as well. Competition from have some questions.
Long Beach. Taking a look at this once again.
Yeah, just trying to see if there was anything, that might indicate why Turk was having these issues. Definitely bathed in the smoke through outside zone 3. I didn't see any contact there. Like I said, just seems to be a kind of a timing thing with it. Osmo's really quick.
Gets the clean air. Corolla. Double, can you dip? Both these guys on. Here comes Ryan Turk, that Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla. Both these guys on Kenda tires, outside zone. Yes, sir. Here's a shovel. Can you dig it? 1, 2, outside zone. Count clipping point right now. Coming to that final inside clip. Oh, that was beautiful. What a
that
shot
was
right
slow
there.
as fuck.
Great shot by Kempa in the transition production, Turk.
Looked really good.
Yeah, Turk.
Can't see our angles to get out to 3. Turk might have been a little bit deeper. Through our touch and go, they looked very similar. Was a lot of
better lead run by Turk.
That's in.
I mean, why
just
are we
going to look
watching
at the
side by
chase
side?
here now. So Turk closer through that first outside zone. Osmo falls back. Second outside zone, pretty similar. Third, Osmo gets in. Turk is back. Second outside zone, pretty similar.
third outside zone way better by Turk, both in when it comes to angle and proximity.
Third, Osbo gets in. Turk has to fall back. Dang, this is. And then Osbo a little bit close.
Where you're in.
This is terrible. How? What the fuck is wrong with the judges, bro? This is pure cancer. Imagine spending like 250K on a, like $500,000 on a season, and you've got 3 completely incompetent fucking retards judging.
Sir, yeah. So just on the front, Adam here. So here's the second half.
Now Adam has to do like a decent run, and that's it.
Run Adam in the chase. But one more time. Remember, they have already seen battle once. This is whoa, buddy. Forsberg leads him in that first outside zone, shredded that back bumper into that second and third outside zone. Now Adam LZ, some separation here. Remember, they had some contact. Adam LZ flirting with that touch and go into that inside flip.
Yeah, this is Adam.
I'm trying to remind the fans. Great floor. Opportunity to win in Sorensen
it's James Dean versus Adam LZ. I don't know. I mean, James Dean is a robot, so we kind of go which way. We kind of know which way that's gonna go.
James Dean, Adam LZ, Stoked,
the current reigning RTR.
I swear to God, they're saying that Adam LZ is 29 for the past 5 years.
It's pretty amazing. So
yeah,
super stoked. Here we are. Just like that.
Final 4, we've got, you know, the current reigning RTR driver versus a former RTR driver, Adam LZ. Right. And yeah, I mean, looking at that, he's got the win over James Dean.
And I have to assume, I can't recall, but, you know, they're both in Mustangs, really, like you said, 2023. James Dean at 24, really refined that Mustang here.
Yeah, burnout box count.
Initiation already. Here we go. James Machine Dean, 4-time first ever champ, initiates Adam LZ in tow.
The only thing that can go wrong for Adam LZ is if he overshoots it. Other than that, if he just keeps his composure and fucking chases Dean like he should, because Dean has perfect lead lines, he's gonna be fine.
Correction there. There you can see get all the way out there. Transitions under the. Look at that magic. Just slides it on back. Boom. Barely taps that Mustang tail light and bumper. Comes to that last and final inside flip.
Okay, to be able to chase. To be able to chase Dean this well.
Right there.
Holy fuck.
But James Dean is just.
I mean, that was an amazing
lead. Really big initiation. Actually taps the wall, kind of uses that bump to get out to the first outside zone. Then really big, just like he's playing replay over and over and over again of his runs. Now Adam, really big initiation. Actually taps the wall, kind of uses that bump to get out to the first outside zone. Then dives into the second. Now has to settle the car through the third, and then James Dean rocket ships off the third outside zone. Parks it and backs it into that touch and go. Totally allowed to. That isn't a fight.
It's not playing games, chase.
But we'll see what you got to go and say. There is a rare mistake.
Right on. Here we go. Adam LZ getting the clean air. Drift HQ. James Dean looking at him tucked in. It's going to be put to bed.
Adam's initiation better, but
it's going to be put to bed. Adam LZ comes up the court. Here goes James Dean. Adam LZ needs to force a mistake for James Dean. That is a very hard ask, and look at that. Oh my gosh. Wherever you go, I will follow you. Wow. I will follow you. He is
car's ripped up. He's trying to do everything he can to shake James Dean. It's a little bit shallow on outside zone 1. That just comes through that initiation being not maybe all that comes.
It's finals position. Right now.
You cannot beat
against each other. The winner against James Dean.
Yeah, so Osbo's pretty much guaranteed.
This dude has the best leads in the game.
Basically becoming the James Dean show that I host.
Yeah, right. You're with Osbo and Sorensen. Again, another veteran versus a rising young talent. Frederick Osbo, Rockstar Energy Drink, Toyota GR Supra. Gets all the way out there. So does Sorensen. He's in that pocket. He's to limit that angle, parallel, and he does. sick. There we go. Boom, right to it. Around that inside clip. Brandon does tap it with that front cross land.
All right, job. A little back mirror.
And re-up you. Gets all the way out there. Pressure gospel. Look at that grip. Now in the chase position, that's where it really shines. Pressure gospel, the Rockstar pilot comes around in that final inside clip. Good composure. Disrupts into formation.
In the chase.
There we are. The whole
into that initiating outside.
Just
first outside zone. Oswald looked a little bit wider through it. Does allow Brandon to slide into the chase a bit better. Second outside zone, things pretty similar. Brandon gets a bit more proximity up in a little bit. No, just look at it. That was the
get to go, slide him left for front. Go. And
whatever, Oswald. This is so boring to watch.
So,
broad.
Born ready. This new season just really enters as lighthearted and fun and friendship and community it is. At the end of the day, they're most recently community. Not only for week cake. Here's the Machine Dean out front. 1, 2, 3, send it! Here we go. James Machine Dean out front. Frederick Osbo in the chase position. James initiates in that first outside zone. Here goes Frederick Osbo. Look at the massive angle from James Dean. Frederick Osbo chases him down. Well done. Gets into the pocket. James massive angle. Frederick Osbo gets that proximity. Doesn't mimic a tail right there. You can see just about 15, 10, 0 degrees in that chase position. Well done. His junior is the edge, allowing Frederick Osbo in the chase. They paid for the whole scene, but
we had Osbo tried to do of the epic and just somebody who snatched. Both still in their 30s. I mean, I suppose heritages 3 and 2. There's a chip here for sure.
Send it, Frederick Osbo, James Dean. Let's see what kind of prowess we got. Look at James Dean. That initiation was very aggressive in the chase. Frederick Osbo to the all the way up. Back to that Toyota GR Supra. The Rockstar Energy Drink pilot. Can he take it to the top? Taking out the defending champion, a 3-time champion himself, James Dean, into that last clip.
What's it going to come down to?
It's going to be out in pretty good.
Osbo the
shot smashed.
Point.
Looks like it one more time.
Make some noise. Here. Make some noise.
Wow.
Oh, Shelby, the stress.
I feel
checking her hair. On way.
This is the coolest chick ever.
That's right. They're going one more. First, it's out. So we are moving to the accurate grade. All the judges are things like a lot of E10 whales to the village over every and said in his Long Beach. What? Got it. Look at Frederick Osbo. He's back in hard. That disrupts Frederick Osbo. Look at Frederick Osbo. He's back in hard. Just like clockwork. Back at it. Side zone. Boom, right there. Once again. Just like clockwork. Back at it. Look at Frederick Osbo. He's back in hard. That disrupts Frederick Osbo quite a bit. Osbo had to back off. Didn't know if there was contact. As we get blinded by back bomb, we'll find.
No, come on. There's always contact.
Mirroring even better than he did before. Now, outside zone 2, James pushing hard. And just adds that than he did before. Now, outside zone 2, James pushing hard.
But he shouldn't have been. Yeah, James pushing hard, but way deeper, and he shouldn't have been front wheel to front wheel. Osbo.
And just adds that bit of angle and gets into the wall and kind of brings Freddie
Osbo here.
They're built to have nowhere to head to that section. Chasing him in towards the wall and into the wheels. These cars are built to handle an impact like this, but he's basically into the wheels. Frederick Osbo's got nowhere to go as he's chasing him into second.
Great take. Look at James shakes it up, goes in, initiates. James Dean, he's in charge. Look at James shakes it up. This is the James we have not seen at all. And Frederick continues on. James Dean transitions into that final inside clip.
Fucking Dean.
She's of all champions. Yeah.
As the kids say, LFG.
Nearly 1/3 of all championships in FD history going against each other right now.
Let's Frederick go, he says.
This is nuts. Now look at Freddie. He's not going to assume he's got an advantage. He's going to drive as hard. James might assume that Freddie's got an advantage, but look at this from James Dean. Experience speed of the this before ever seen.
They are the out. Thank you to Cal Club for Beach North, Hub Track, Brown Race. Heat wave chip. Toyota Norwegian Hammer is unanimously with LB1. Your winner, former champion, factory backed, unanimously is Frederick, the Norwegian Hammer Osbo, gets the win in his Rockstar Energy Drink. Kenda Tire, Toyota Super.